forward. Never say never, but never.
Came on the show. We talked about.
And you talk big noise, and I love it.
Top 3.
I feel that way when I'm on the field. I understand. I know for a fact I'm not like the guys in the NFL. I know I'm a top 5 receiver.
Is this camera on me?
Yes.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
What's good, Steelmatic family? Salute to y'all. How y'all feeling today? How y'all doing? Like, share, subscribe, join the channel, join the button. I'm sorry, not join the button. What the hell am I? What am I talking about?
This too is false.
Yeah, that was a typo. That was a typo. That's how we know it's Friday, man. But that's how we know it's Friday, and Friday nonetheless. Salute to y'all, man. How y'all feeling today? How y'all doing? Hopefully y'all had a successful and a healthy work week, a healthy week in general. Appreciate all y'all rocking with me, man. Appreciate all y'all being here. Hit that like button, like, share, subscribe, join the channel. Join the channel, join the movement, join the madness. So as y'all can see, we're going to talk about how the Pittsburgh Steelers going to destroy the NFC South. And we're going to have some not heated debates, but some contensive debates. You know, people about to come in, but people about to file in. And we're going to talk about it, and they're going to talk about how they feel their division are going to fare off against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And by that, I mean the Atlanta Falcons, Carolina Panthers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the infamous New Orleans Saints, or should I say the Bounty Gate Saints. But we're going to talk about it nonetheless, but we're going to talk about it. Man, salute to y'all, man. I appreciate all y'all rocking with me, man. I appreciate all y'all being here. Salute to y'all. Go ahead and hit that like button if you have not already. Salute to y'all. So we're about to go ahead and get into it. So the Pittsburgh Steelers, in my opinion, the America's team, not the Dallas Cowboys, hold an 18-6-1 record over the NFC South. Now, the NFC South, you know, we're going to get into it. We're going to run down the numbers. Haven't had the best outing, of course, and when I say outing, I mean their divisional play amongst each other and this past season's competition. And we're going to take a look at those numbers. But respectfully to their division, Carolina Panthers did indeed win the division on last year's divisional play. So the Carolina Panthers did proceed to the postseason. Now, if we want to take a look at it, let's see. Let me zoom in a bit. I'm sorry. Let's back up a bit. Okay, so if we can look at the records, the NFC, the standings from last season. So we see the Panthers went 8-9, just under 500 win percentage, as did the as did the Buccaneers, and as did the Atlanta Falcons, all three of which had a record of 8-9. But we saw there was a lot of turmoil in that division. Competitive division, however, talented division. Of course, a lot of people would say, well, they have one of the best running backs in Bijan Robinson. Facts. They have one of the best receiving trios and one of the best receiving rooms in Tampa Bay as well as Carolina. All facts. But however, when you're missing the cohesion, the chemistry, or if you just have a bad personnel matchup, yes, those things very well do happen. Those things very well do take shape. And pardon me 1 second, y'all. So those things very well do take shape, but we have to keep in mind that, you know, when wait, hold up. Excuse me 1 second. So as we're looking at these numbers, and as we're looking at, you know, their outlook from last season, yes, Panthers were the better team, so Panthers proceeded. Wait, y'all, let me get straight. I got some technical difficulty here. Okay, here we go. So we're going to start with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, coached by Todd Bowles. QB, Baker Mayfield. Anybody who wanted to debate their respective teams, The link is indeed in the chat. Click that link and come up. You have to be on camera. What's good, Tyrone? What's good with you? Salute to you. How you feeling today? Yeah, you see in the thumbnail, you see in the topic, we talking about how we are going to smash the NFC South. They feel as if they can contend with the AFC North. They feel the NFC South to an entirety. They feel like they can, despite whatever record they had last season, despite whatever style of play they're coming with, they feel as if they can contend with the AFC North. And when I told a lot of people that the Steelers are going, I don't know about the rest of the AFC North, but these Pittsburgh Steelers will indeed smash the NFC South. Yes, that's my word. I stand on it. I stand behind it. I guarantee it. But make no mistake, the NFC South is indeed going to come to compete. They always have been a competitive bunch, but I just think that when it comes to the Pittsburgh Steelers, they are completely outgunned and outmanned. But yeah, Tyrone, man, if you want to come up, man, go ahead and hit that link, man. Come up and share your thoughts on the matter. And as well as everybody else, you know, if you want to speak on your division, your team. But let's take a look. We're going to start with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I believe there's no replacement for chemistry or experience. And that is exactly what Tampa Bay Buccaneers have. When a lot of people want to rest on the idea that, well, they're playing from they still have a personnel that's followed from a past Super Bowl team. That may be. However, when you have a winning formula and a winning personnel, you do the best you can to try to keep that personnel together. But over time, you know, money's involved, you know, or unless it's a coach, unless it's a player, you know, things happen, of which, you know, they made some new additions to their roster. They did indeed, you know, acquire some new pieces in free agency as well as the draft. You know, but when you take a look at Tampa Bay's personnel, they have the most, you could say, on offense. They have one of the most seasoned personnels on the offensive side of the ball, all of which is effective. When you talk about Baker Mayfield, QB who knows the Steelers very well. When you talk about running back Kenneth Gainwell running alongside Bucky Irvin, or you talking about receivers like Chris Godwin, Emeka Egbuka, Jalen McMillan, tight end Cade Otton, you know, got reliable receivers, you know, reliable tandems to where those guys can be dangerous pretty much anywhere on the field. But and just in my personal opinion, when it comes against the Pittsburgh Steelers, with the pass rush of Nick Herbig, with the pass rush of TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, regardless of what contractual issues or woes they may have going on or whatever the case may be, that's that. Football play and in-game play is a whole nother thing. I just believe no one has an answer for Steelers pass rush. I refuse to believe that, let alone the NFC South. Yes, you can say, oh, we've had a top offensive line for umpteen years. Yes, you had a good offensive line against non-AFC North opponents. But you have yet to face a pass rush of this sort. What you got, Tyrone Keaton? TJ Watt will bounce back 14 sacks or more. I mean, we'll see. Because, you know, I would say this $100 million contract really doesn't sit well with Alex Highsmith, but this is a young man's game for a reason. And he knows the business. Alex Highsmith very well does know that. I mean, because if you're Nick Herbig, you're 24 years old, and you got 3 forced fumbles with INT, and you have a tremendous upside. Now on Alex Highsmith's side, you are 28. You're closer to 30 than you are 20. But you led the team in sacks with 9.5 sacks. But this is still a young man's sport. So in that breath, in that sense, yes, they're going to indeed. I'm sorry, let me back up. So Alex Highsmith does have 2 years remaining on his contract. He signed a 4-year, $68 million contract, of which he have 2 years remaining. Now, of course, I see Alex Highsmith playing this season, or we don't know what can very well happen. But that is indeed another conversation. This is strictly about the NFC South. And like I said, when you got dogs like TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, and Nick Herbig, along with a beefed up secondary, along with the likes of Jack Sawyer, Peyton Wilson, Keanu Benton, and of course that secondary with Jamel Dean, JPJ, Dalen Everett, rookies Dalen Everett, and RSJ. Richard Spears Jennings. You have, well, it's yet to be determined, but you have a dangerous defense. A dangerous defense where you're not airing it out. And when I say airing it out, I mean throwing bombs downfield. Now, they're going to happen occasionally, but not so much. Oh, and not to mention Jaquan Brisker at the safety position, at which he's going to be deemed as some good help in that safety position back there, complementary to, our secondary pieces that we have. Now, let's be clear. We don't have a Minkah Fitzpatrick back there, or a Revis Island, or Richard Sherm. Not to say that would be a bad thing, but we have complementary pieces that play off of one another. What you got, Tyrone? Highsmith has 2 years, but no guaranteed money. Facts. After this year, I see him getting traded to help us get one of these QBs. That very well may be the case, because you got people like San Fran, Tennessee. Well, you have some front runners that can definitely absorb that 14.5 a year that he is getting. But I believe they need 20 plus on salary cap, at which San Fran very well has. And I can see that being a top landing spot for them, being that Pittsburgh is definitely going to play the long con with him, as in they want him to go to an NFC team. Just as I don't want to relate the Myles Garrett situation thing, but you want him away. You don't want him to be. You don't want to stay across the field against him in the latter portion of the season or in the postseason, if any. Right. So that very well is the case. But to the fact that these AFC people, now these AFC North, these NFC South fans believe that these NFC South teams are on par with the Steelers, and because anytime I hear, y'all division are outmanned and outgunned, now you have so many people that want to give pushback. And then off the fact that, okay, we have a talented team. We have a team that can contend and compete. But how can y'all do that, or expect to do that, when you can't even make it out your own division, or you can't compete within your own division? Now, JGP, what's good with you, man? Salute to you. Pull up, man. Let's talk about your Saints. What's good, man? Come talk about your Saints. You've been letting me have it all week. You've been letting me have it all. Let's talk about Kellen Moore and your Saints, man. Come on, man. We know we don't care about
Gator
y'all.
don't play no shit. You feel me? Gator never been about that. Never been about playing no shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on Kellen Moore and your Saints in a minute. We gonna talk about him. Shout out, Derek, what's good with you, man? Salute to you, man. How you feeling today? Salute to you. So yeah, you got these NFC South fans. They thinking that they can whoop up on my Steelers. They can whoop up on the real America's team. I'm like, how do you feel like you can do that? How do you feel like that's doable when you didn't even do much last year against your own division? Like, how is that even possible? Like Baker Mayfield, who is a decent QB. I take nothing away from Baker. The guy that they are not extending, and they're talking about bringing to Pittsburgh for I don't know why. But so if we look at their team stats of last year, they had 205 yards plus passing, at which they fell at 20th, 114th at rushing the ball, 21st at rushing, 18th at scoring points, and they allowed more points at 24, ranking 20th at points allowed. So, experienced offensive team. They don't have Mike Evans anymore, but yet still dangerous. Now, our new DC under the McCarthy regime, Patrick Graham, will indeed look to add more schemes and packages to be more dangerous for this NFC South team, these NFC South teams. Now, will they come to compete? 1,000%. Will they be dangerous? 1,000%. But as dangerous as these NFC South teams are, it's the Steelers' defense that much more dangerous. 1,000%. Because whenever you talk about TJ, whenever you talk about Highsmith, Nick Herbig, three of the best pass rushers in the league on one team, it's not too much you're gonna do with that. It's just not too much you can do to stop that rain. Now, let's take a look at personnel-wise. Now, of course, we acquired Jamel Dean, the cornerback from Tampa Bay. But we're going to take a look at Tampa Bay's personnel, who are very capable of scoring the football. Let me see. So Baker Mayfield, tight end Cade Auden, wide receiver Ibuka, dangerous receiving core, Chris Godwin, Jalen McMillan, dangerous receiving core. Runs 11 and 12 personnel formations, dangerous receiving group. I have Tampa Bay winning the division. I have Tampa Bay as one of a possible game that, even though it is in Pittsburgh, when Pittsburgh plays the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I have a possibility of Tampa Bay could very well come into Pittsburgh, come into Acrisure Stadium in North Shore, and possibly defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers. I very well do believe it is feasible. However, I do believe in the term any given Sunday. But if it's any offensive unit that could possibly, what you say, Tyrone Keaton? No, we play in Tampa. And look, Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. We got a bit of a mix-up. I'm sorry. So it was a bit of a mix-up. So week 6 at Tampa Bay, we play at Tampa. So yes, sir, Tyrone Keaton, salute to your brother. So yes, we very well do play at Raymond James Stadium on week 6, October 18th, a 1 o'clock game, a 1 o'clock p.m. game. And like I stated previously, I believe it's one of the matchups where we very may are capable of being defeated by the Buccaneers. Aside from injury, aside from resting players, resting your stars, and you prioritizing divisional play. That does very well work in Tampa Bay's, their whole division's favor. It does work into the favor of the NFC South. Because, of course, we want all our guys healthy for divisional play at the latter portion of the season. Because when you look at it, when you have for certain select teams that have an early bye, at which the Pittsburgh Steelers have a bye at week 9, you want to get as much rest as possible, especially with AFC North play, when you have guys that's dinged up. So you definitely want to make that a priority. So, but being that this game is week 6, it is early on. It is I would like to call it a 50-50 game. Because, yes, playing in Tampa, of which now this has been a situation. This has been an ongoing thing with the Steelers, at which Steelers get more calls on the road than they actually do in their own stadium, which is factual. But the chips fall where they may, right? But back to the competitive standpoint, at which this is indeed I believe it is indeed a losable game for Pittsburgh, and for the fact that personnel-wise, you got a guy like Baker Mayfield who very well knows the team very well for his time in Cleveland, playing and competing against Pittsburgh. And then at the running back position, you have Kenneth Gainwell and Bucky Irvin. You know, Kenneth Gainwell spent the season with us last season, of which he had great progress and great promise with us. However, Pittsburgh saw nothing going forward with him. But to assist that receiving core and Emeka Ibuka, Chris Godwin, and McMillan, that very well will be very contentious against the Steelers pass rush, as well as Cade Otton. You can't leave out Cade Otton, because he is a promising tandem for Baker Mayfield. But definitely one of those games to where it is a 50-50 game, of which Tampa Bay will come to compete. They will come to play. Can the Steelers squeak it out? Not squeak it out, but can the Steelers be victorious over Tampa Bay in the Raymond James Stadium? Absolutely. But realistically speaking, I believe this will be indeed one of the most competitive games in the NFC South. But the Steelers very well can take it. And I just believe that Steelers pass rush would be too much for anybody. But indeed, I do believe this will be the toughest NFC South game, aside from anything I've been saying. But the Steelers are more than capable of defeating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let me see. Shout out cousin Walker. Cousin Walker, how you feeling today? How you doing today? Salute to you. Shout out Ned. Ned, what's good with you? Salute to you. How you feeling today? Salute to you. Yeah, we cooking up the NFC South. They think they're gonna do a number on my Pittsburgh Steelers. Actually, they believe they're gonna do a number on the AFC North. I mean, I would say they had to get tested for DRUGS. So I mean, because that's just not a sober mind. I mean, when you look at everything, all things considered, of what the NFC South did last season amongst their divisional play, I don't know. I just don't know what their thought process, but they will come to compete nonetheless. So let's take a look at the next team. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily call them that, Ned. I wouldn't necessarily call them that. I mean, you're not far off for saying that. But I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. And then because this is a new season, and I don't like harping on or circling wagons. So be that as it may, let's go here. Let's take a look. Let's back up here. So we talked about how the Bucks are indeed a 50-50 game, but the Steelers will win because that pass rush is just undeniable. Too much pressure for anybody. Okay, let's well, actually, you know what? Before we leave here, let's take a look at some numbers. So even the powers that be got Tampa Bay ranked first in the division, first in the NFC South. So, of course, we see Baker Mayfield passed for over 3,600 yards with the receiving core that he has, played all 17 games, 343 passes completed, 63 plus completion percentage with 26 touchdowns, 11 INTs. However, he was indeed sacked 36 times. Baker Mayfield was sacked 36 times. Now, why do I say that? Well, because when you have a pass rush, a defense, front seven, well, not just the front seven, the defense to an entirety, that was ranked number 3 in sacks this past season and one of the top defenses in the league, see that you are sack capable. Now, of course, that would put any O-line on notice when you stand across the field from TJ, Nick Herbig, and Alex Highsmith. That would be a very scary thought, standing across the field from that trio. However, with that alone, aside from Mike McCarthy's West Coast offense, aside from Brian Angelicio, our offensive coordinator, drawing up schemes from the passing attack and the 11 and 12 man personnel, yes, that very well will be too much for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That will be a good bit for them to contend and compete with. And like I said, they will compete. It will be a competitive game. However, they will indeed come up short because they have weapons. Emeka Egbuka, a dangerous wideout, along with Chris Godwin and McMillan. I don't say what you want to say, but that is indeed a dangerous receiving core that is very capable of winning out their entire division. Because let's run it down. Let's start with the run game. You have Bucky Irvin. Bucky Irvin is questionable. He's dealing with a minor nagging injury, but he played in 10 games last season, 173 carries, 588 yards, 1 TD, 588 yards rushing on this past season, 10 games played. Kind of sounds like Chuba Herbert a bit for the Carolina Panthers, of which Chuba Herbert for the Panthers only rushed for 571. So, those things happen. And let's take a look. But of course, they also acquired Kenneth Gainwell from the Steelers for that rushing tandem. Now on down to the receiving core. You had Emeka Egbuka, who played 17 games, 63 receptions, 938 yards receiving, 6 TDs. Almost, you can technically say he was 1,000-yard receiving. I mean, I think anytime you get over 900 plus, you can equate that to 1,000 yards receiving. Dangerous receiver. Tight end Cade Otton, 16 games played, 59 receptions, 572 receiving, 1 receiving TD. A dangerous tight end, really very well moved the chains. Then you got Chris Godwin, played in 9 games, 33 receptions, 360 yards receiving, 2 TDs. Then you got Jalen McMillan, of which he only seen action in 4 games, 12 receptions, 178 yards receiving. But this is something that you can't really sleep on because you got Baker Mayfield, who's not a novice quarterback, very experienced, played at the Browns, knows the Steelers tendencies, knows how the Steelers going to come at him. And that's very sound. Maybe one of the most talented, most sound, savvy vets at quarterback position in the NFC South. Now, the question is, does he have enough to beat that pass rush? Does he have enough at the O-line position and with his offensive personnel to withstand the rain that pass rush of Highsmith, Herbig, and T.J. Watt is going to put on him? Because, of course, he's with him getting sacked 36 times, we can equate that to 40. He very well knows that he's going to be on that. Baker Mayfield very well knows that he's going to indeed be on his back a good portion of the game. He very well knows that. He knows that it's no secret Nick Herbig's not getting $100 million for nothing. I mean, that's just what it is. But of course, this opens up a lot of things for the following, the likes of a Keanu Benton, Peyton Wilson, Jack Sawyer, quote unquote, the other guys, but very dangerous, very dangerous opposition for Baker and the Bucs. However, like I said, playing at home, playing at Raymond James, this will be a highly competitive game. I think this is going to be one of the most competitive games the Steelers going to have in NFC South divisional play. So, but the Steelers are very well capable of coming out on top. However, Bucs are capable of indeed pulling off an upset and pulling off a win. Very much so. What you got, Tyrone Keaton? Hold on 1 second. Oh, my fault, yo. I didn't even have the screen up. My fault. Oh, man, I'm tripping. Oh, Hold up 1 second. I'm doing all this talking, bumping my gums, and I don't even have the screen. What the world? Wild. What you got, Tyrone? Baker Mayfield knows Tomlin, not Graham. Gee, Honda, remember, brother, this might. Oh yeah. And then I'm gonna talk about Patrick Graham a little later, of which he was part of that Patriots team during 2009 and 2015 as a positions coach and a tight end coach, if I'm not mistaken. And he has a Super Bowl championship with the Patriots. But he coached with the Giants as well as the Raiders. But I think Patrick Graham is going to do a better job. I'm sorry, a good job. I just believe that with this personnel, I think this personnel really, this front seven lineup, the interchanges that in scheme. I'm sorry, let me go back. The interchanges and schemes that we have for the defense, at which, like I said, we got bodies. We got Peyton Wilson, Jack Sawyer, and all those other guys, man. That's definitely coming up behind Herbig, and that are going to be just as dangerous. Of course, we got Pat Queen. Pat Queen, he's on the final year of his contract, and but he has a very low PFF and a very low performance, of which he had a PFF of, I believe, 40 to 44, if I'm not mistaken. But no, definitely we have the personnel to facilitate every scheme and be effective at every scheme. So, GR3, what's good, man? Where you at, GR3? GR3, where you at? I'm just about to get on your Saints. I'm about to get on your Saints' neck. I was being patient. I'm about to get on your Saints' neck. You see the link in the chat, bro. You see the link in the chat, man. Come on up and talk about how your Saints gonna beat us in France and at 9:30 a.m. Y'all been talking crazy, man. I don't see how y'all feel that with y'all division, with y'all divisional output as an entirety, how y'all can match up to one of the most, not only the most dangerous division, but the most dangerous defense, one of the most dangerous defenses in the league. Now I know a lot of y'all would say, well, y'all not one of the most dangerous. Y'all saw what Texans did to y'all? Yes, Texans did what they were supposed to do. Because when you have an offense and when you are weaponless, like the Steelers were in the postseason last year, and you can't put up no points on offense, but your defense accumulates 5 takeaways. But the fact of the matter, Steelers defense came in and did what they did to CJ, but we couldn't get nothing scored on offense. That's just what happened. What's good with you, G?
What's good, G? Honda, boy? Oh, I'm gonna get you.
What's
Because I
good
see you
with you,
keep
man?
saying the
How you
NFC
doing today,
South.
man? Salute to you.
I'm doing good, man. I read your thing that said NFC South. So why you got something so bad against the South, bro? What's wrong with you with the South?
Hey, man, it's like this, bro. It's like this, man. It's business. It's never personal, B.
You use my
what
words
Nemo.
on me.
Hey, you hold up. First of all, business is always business, and business is always booming. You know what I'm saying? Because if it ain't booming, we
See ya, and I wouldn't want to be here.
it's never personal.
Let me ask this, bro.
What's
Let
up,
me ask
man?
this. So you really believe that y'all gonna sweep the South?
Bro, listen. When I say we gonna sweep the NFC South, I would say, I would ask you as an NFC South fan, as a Saints fan, I would honestly ask you, what type of broom would you like me to use? A household broom, a Swifter sweeper? Like, what type of broom?
Well, to be honest with you, the broom that you're using probably broke, G Honda. You feel me? You sweeping the South is like me saying that the South ain't gonna rise again. You feel me? It's gonna rise.
GR3. Look at what now. Okay, so I don't like to dwell on the past or circle wagons, right? But to see that you had the least division, to see that you were an apex prey last season. Now you probably made some significant moves in free agency and the draft. However, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. However, that mentality, that mindset, going into a new year season, going into a new league season, for you to step up after having that season, not only the Saints, but the entirety of the division. Because all y'all, now let's call it what it is. All y'all sucked last division. Let's call it what it is. Let's be honest. All y'all sucked. And for y'all to come into the new year, playing one of the most dangerous divisions in football, bro, I don't think so.
So who does the South have to be? Let's be real here. Who we have to be afraid of in y'all division?
Say what?
Who we have to be afraid of in y'all division?
First and foremost, us, the Steelers.
He said that with a straight face.
Bruh, come on, man. Stop it, bro. Stop it, bro.
So let me ask you this. Y'all top 3 in what?
We was top 3 in sacks.
In sacks. Okay, so let me ask you this. Majority of the NFC South offensive lines are well put together. So y'all gonna have a rough time doing that.
Against non-AFC North opponents.
Okay, so I tell you this. Out your division, the game that worries me.
Our all-time record versus the NFC South is 18-6.
And that's when. And that's for your whole career, right? That's doing your whole career, right?
Regular season, yes.
Yes. So let me ask you this. And I'm gonna ask you this real honestly. You really think that the AFC North is the toughest division in football? I just want to know.
We've always been the toughest division in football. Nobody wants
maybe in the 70s.
Nobody wants to play the NFC, the AFC North, because they very well know they're going to hurt you. They let the AFC North play, especially if you're playing in the AFC North territory.
So the AFC North, this is what I want to ask you, G Honda. What teams consist of? It's Baltimore, Pittsburgh, the Bengals, and the Browns, right?
Yeah.
So the AFC North is so tough, as you see. You know, the NFC South, every last one of the teams in the NFC South been in a Super Bowl, if not 2.
So
it's only 3 teams in your division that went to the Super Bowl. The Browns never been.
So let's be clear. Because Brown ain't been to the Super Bowl in the past 3 decades. You know that. No, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. They ain't been Brown. No. I'm sorry. Let me go back.
They never went. They only went to a world championship. It wasn't even much called a Super Bowl then.
Correct. I needed to correct myself. Thank you, but you already did. Okay. Saints been to the Super Bowl 20 years ago. 20 plus years ago. Falcons went to a Super Bowl 8 years ago and blew a 27-point lead. So what I'm trying to see where you basing your statement off of.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. Listen, Tampa Bay been in the Super Bowl twice. Carolina have been in the Super Bowl twice. Atlanta has been to the Super Bowl twice. The Saints been once. Everybody in our division have been to the Super Bowl. But the AFC North, only 3 teams went.
That don't have no bearing on how dangerous.
What I'm trying to tell you is our division What I'm trying to say is your division can't be tough when everybody in your division haven't been to a Super Bowl.
Well, let me
Our
define
division
tough.
is
Let me
proven.
define tough. Let's define tough, right? When you say tough,
Mm-hmm.
when you say tough, competitive, and contentious, that may not absolutely all the way equate to your win percentage or you going to, exceeding levels such as winning divisionals, winning chips, or winning Super Bowls, getting into that lane of competing and winning. I'm saying tough as I'm talking about grit. I'm talking about aggression, coming to play. Teams that don't want to play you, they know they risk an injury, and especially if it's a non-divisional, it's a teams that other teams in other divisions don't want to see you and ain't trying to play their best player against you because they know they're going to let you play and they know they're going to most likely injure their significant players.
Well, if we talking about injuries, I mean Pittsburgh full of that.
Yeah, we hurt people, bro.
Okay, so let me ask you this:
if dudes saying they were staring across the field and wasn't worried and wasn't scared of Troy Polamalu, they capping. If dudes say they're standing,
no, I'm talking about as of right now,
wasn't worried about James Harrison, they capping. If dudes in that wide receiver core said that they wouldn't worry about RC lighting them up, they capping. Bro, stop.
Well, I'm asking as of right now. Let me ask you this: as of right now, and I'm gonna base it off last year, but as of right now, also on your current roster, as of last year, how many wins did Pittsburgh have last year?
Hold up, let's go back. I don't want to misspeak. Hold up, dog. Hold up, bro. I know this is. But bro, we the toughest division, bro. Hold up 1 second.
Mr. Tyrone, I see you, buddy. I'm gonna get you later. Trust me, I'm gonna answer your question.
Nah, leave Tyrone alone. Leave Tyrone. Leave Tyrone. See, you like to bully people, bro. You a bully.
No, I'm a bully.
Yeah, you a bully, man.
So I'm a bully. If I'm the bully, what you is, Jihada? The instigator?
Nah, I ain't no instigator, man. I'm an anti-hero.
So y'all won how many games last year? I got to see how many games y'all won because y'all was the head of y'all division last year. And what I'm saying is the reason y'all was the head of y'all division because Joe Burrow was hurt. At one point last year, Lamar Jackson was hurt.
What does that do with us?
You weren't. What I'm trying to tell you is this: y'all won it because people was hurt by default. If these guys are not hurt, y'all don't win. Y'all don't win the division.
No, bro. It wasn't like y'all division to where y'all was just a round robin of being trash, bro.
Our division was full of injuries, bro.
Well, that's part of the game.
Especially my team.
That's part of the
game. You're right, but what I'm saying is this: Pittsburgh, as a Steelers fan, as you being a Steelers fan, can you honestly say that y'all would have still won the division if Joe Burrow wasn't hurt?
Yeah.
If Lamar Jackson didn't get wow. So let me ask you this: do you believe that y'all got the oldest roster in the NFC? I mean, in the AFC North.
See, that's y'all cop out. That's y'all only cop out. We old, y'all got the oldest roster. Y'all beat up, bro. Listen, man. Okay, so Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson they're tremendous competitors. They're highly talented. Now, I got Joe Burrow's bias because that's an LSU man. So, with that being said, they're good. They're great everywhere else until they play the Steelers, man. You see that?
That was under Mike Tomlin. That's not Mike Tomlin you got no more, man.
So what? It's the
same. And let's keep it real here. I think the face of the NFC, look, the AFC North, the face of it is Baltimore now.
No, it's not.
See,
no,
y'all want listen. Baltimore got the. All
No,
right.
it's not,
I'm
bro.
gonna wait till you
No, it's
finish.
not.
See, you're being biased. You're being
No,
biased.
I'm not.
And I
I'm calling it down
understand.
the middle. No, I'm calling it down the middle. Do you know what? Do you know what Lamar Jackson's win percentage against the Steelers is?
That's under Mike Tomlin.
No. Do you know what
Is
Lamar
Mike
Jackson
Tomlin still your coach?
Do you know what Lamar Jackson's win percentage? See, y'all always do this. Y'all do this with Lamar Jackson. Y'all do this with Lamar Jackson. Y'all do this because Lamar Jackson is a black quarterback. And I don't knock Lamar. I don't knock. But see, a lot of y'all don't even like the Ravens. Y'all just hate Pittsburgh. And y'all do this because Lamar is a black quarterback, bro. And I get it to some wicked degree, but I'm saying he has a losing record versus the Steelers. He's great. He's an MVP against everybody else. He can ball out. He can ball out against any and everybody else. But when it comes to Pittsburgh, we shut them down like an LL Cool J song on any given Sunday.
Let's do something. Let's do it. We're gonna do it like this. Let me go get my other phone so we can look this up. We're gonna go player for player. This is how we're gonna do this. Is Lamar Jackson better than Aaron Rodgers right now? Yes or no?
He's younger than Aaron Rodgers.
Is he better than him? Yes or no?
Okay, well, I do. Hold up. Let's look at the numbers. Let's pull up the numbers.
Okay. What you gonna pull up from last year?
For last season, yes.
The man was hurt.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Hold up 1 second. 1 second. Let's do this. And man, hold up. First of all, injuries are a part of the game, dog.
Oh, look at him. See how you trying to get that? So let me ask you this: as you being a Steelers fan, if Lamar Jackson is available or Aaron Rodgers right now, and y'all can pick a quarterback, who you picking?
Aaron Rodgers.
Blasphemy! The blasphemy!
Bruh.
You don't like Lamar because Lamar played with the Ravens, and I get it. But you're being biased, G Honda.
It's nothing like that. It's like this, right? It's like this. Because Lamar has had significant injuries to his knee, to his ankle. Now, Aaron's had that Achilles injury, but Aaron still has some slight mobility. But Lamar can't throw like that, bro. We're not gonna sit here and act like Lamar can air it out like John Elway or Dan Marino. No, he can't.
But Aaron Rodgers could at the old man age he is right now.
Aaron Rodgers had a 60 plus at 43. He had a 60 plus completion percentage.
24. I can't believe that you really said you would take a senior citizen over a young, talented quarterback like Lamar Jackson. And I get it. And you know, with you Pittsburgh fans, y'all kill me.
Let's be clear.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar Jackson, Cam Newton,
Michael Vick.
No. Michael Vick's an actual quarterback that can run the ball. Lamar Jackson and Cam Newton are glorified running backs. Let's be clear about that. Let's be clear. Those are glorified running backs.
So you're gonna say that they can't throw? When Michael Vick saying that Lamar Jackson throw better than him, accuracy wise,
man, that's cap, bro.
See, we got to get this. Listen,
he's supposed to say that.
He's supposed. So let me ask you this, bro. Team player for player personnel. You're telling me that the Steelers have better players and better personnel than the Baltimore Ravens?
1,000%.
You're being biased, bro. You're in denial.
No.
You're in denial.
No.
So I tell you what, how many wins? Because I'm gonna look it up. How many wins y'all had last year?
Listen, if you want to say they're the more glamorous team, they look better. If you want to give them style points, then you could go right ahead and do that. Yes, Lamar Jackson looks better. Yes, Lamar, he's more stylish in his wins and such, as is Joe Burrow. But I'm
gonna use Joe Burrow. I think they got a better offense than y'all. If you want to be real, blow for blow.
under Tomlin's offensive scheme, yeah. But under the West Coast offense and the weapons, the additional weapons that McCarthy has now, no, they're not. No, they're not.
Oh my God, you're being biased, Honda.
No,
It's
I'm
starting
falling
to
down the
show.
middle.
So you think that the West Coast offense gonna save y'all offense? That's what you're telling me?
Man, look, it's the answer to a lot of problems that we have. Because you got to keep in mind, the only active weapon we had last season, the only active receiver that we had was DK Metcalf. Now we got Metcalf, Pittman, Jeremy Bernard, Eli Heidenreich, Caden Wedgen. Bro, we got more weapons. We got more weapons to facilitate our.
Let me ask you this: is Eli for sure certain to make your team? Yes or no?
Bro, he gonna make the team, dog. Stop it, bro.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. Y'all finished 10-7 last year. That was y'all record. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to muddy on something as bad as them getting blown out by the Texans, but you had to bring it back up.
Oh, I will. 10-7 last year.
I know.
You feel me? That's what you finished. Baltimore, they lost Lamar for a couple of games. They finished 8. That means 2 games behind y'all, 8-9, with a hurt quarterback. Now, the Bengals, unfortunately, they went 6-11. The Browns was 5-12. Now, what I'm going to say is that was under Mike Tomlin. Mike McCarthy, I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. Now, I understand why y'all brought him back in there. Y'all brought him in there because y'all feel that, oh, well, he could get the best out of old man Aaron Rodgers. But let's be real here. Aaron Rodgers y'all have the oldest team in y'all division. And when I see oldness, you know what I see? A bunch of injuries. That's what I see.
Hey,
y'all offensive line is not that good.
They're young.
You still questioning?
No, green does not equate to incompetent. First and foremost.
Oh, look, using the big word.
No, I'm being real. No, because our average age, the oldest age on our old line is like 28. I think that's the oldest guy on our old line. We just drafted a right tackle, Max Honicher, possibly starting right tackle because Broderick Jones had a severe neck injury, so we had to step up and make that replacement. So that's and then we got boy Troy Fontenot. He's returning to the left tackle for which he was originally drafted for. He was playing right tackle, but we doing a whole lot on the O-line, and we just need to get him to protecting Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers was sacked 30 times last season. As a 43-year-old man, sacked 30 times last season.
See why you talking? And you don't think that plays a part on an old senior citizen?
I mean, you could call him a senior citizen, yeah, he's an old man. But that old man still passed for 3,600. Wait, hold on. Wait. Because I do not like to misspeak. Let's go back.
Please don't, because I'm gonna look it up.
So he was sacked 30 times last season. He was sacked 30 times. I'm sorry, 29 to be exact, but we round up to the nearest 10th over here. So played in 16 games. 327 completions out of 498 attempts, 65 plus completion percentage, 3,300 plus yards passing, 24 TDs, 7 INTs, but a 60 plus completion percentage at the ripe old age of 43. Not bad for an old man. Not exactly bad for an old man, but he can't be getting sacked like that.
Okay, so y'all went and got Jamel Dean this year, right?
Jamel Dean, that cornerback to beef up our secondary, yes.
A 29-year-old cornerback.
But see, hold on. But see, here's the thing. Okay, go ahead.
Your offensive lineman. I'm just naming everybody that's past the age of 25. Majority of your team is in their late 30s. I mean, not late 30s, but if you want to round it, you would say more than 30. You got Jamel Dean, he's 29. You got Rigo Dowell, he's 27. You got Jack. Let me see. I don't want to say his last name wrong. He's your offensive lineman, Jack DeSpaul, or whatever his name is. He's
Yeah.
29. I mean, you got Deshaun Elliott. He's 29. That's your safety. I mean, I can keep going on and on. Your team is old, bro. Like you got.
Yeah. But see, here's the
And
thing.
this is what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. Go ahead on. My bad. You was talking. My bad.
No. I was saying that you need those savvy vets to go along with your younger players because we have other younger players that can work complementary to our schemes that what we're doing.
So y'all have Jalen Ramsey. How old Jalen Ramsey? Let me look up Jalen Ramsey. Because he got to be at least 32. You feel me?
Yeah,
and then you go get Jimmy Dean. Whatever. My thing is, your whole team with age. Yeah, that's why I call him Jimmy Dean because he used to play with the Buccaneers. You feel me? What I'm saying is this: y'all got an old team. Your defensive line is old. And granted, since we're gonna talk, T.J. Watt, y'all brag on him, but we all know he's a health hazard too. You feel me? Like your team is old, and it's like no disrespect to y'all. I get that you gotta have veterans. But with old age, father time waits for no man. I see a bunch of injuries coming, bro. And when that happens, everybody in y'all division is getting younger while y'all still are older.
No,
and take it from a team that had older players.
No, I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that concept. But see, with that same concept, we still managed to win the division last season. Now,
because the young guys was hurt last year, G Honda.
What that got to do with us?
It don't have nothing to do with y'all. What I'm saying is, you'd rather win by default.
So when it rains, snows, and sleets, don't it snow and sleet on every side?
It does. But what I'm saying is, you'd rather win by default. You'd rather take it by default.
Wait, hold up. Whoa. There's definition to default now. Because y'all won by major, the Panthers won, y'all division won by major default.
Hey, and I'm not denying that ain't my team that won by default. That's the Panthers. I don't give a damn about them.
Y'all had the same record.
No, the Panthers and the Saints did not have the same record. They was 2 games above of the 3, maybe. But remind you,
y'all finished with the 8-9 though.
We didn't finish 8-9. Go look it up. I think we finished 6 and something. I forgot. I gotta go see.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Saints finished last. Yes.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is everybody, as far as Atlanta and Carolina and Tampa, if I'm not mistaken, they all had the same record. But what I'm asking you is this: do y'all have that 10 game if Joe Burrow was playing? Do y'all have that 10 game if Baltimore Ravens would have stayed healthy? That's all I'm asking.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
bro.
we would.
Y'all have a new coach. Y'all need to be worried about that, number one. Because as quiet as it's kept, I mean, I'm going to keep it real with you. Aaron Rodgers and McCarthy didn't finish all happy, lovey-dovey as y'all make it seem to be. You feel me?
Hey, we just need them to take care of business on the field, bro. It don't even matter. No, you know what? To what you just said, no, I don't think they have nowhere near the best relationship. I don't care about that. They just need to come together when it comes to taking care of Steelers' business and taking care of getting wins on the field. Now, when you say because Joe Burrow and Lamar was hurt last season, do we still have those wins? Yes, we still have those wins because even now, with more weapons on offense, with the actual dangerous passing attack and guys to open and all the variables that we have and the personnel that we're about to run with the schemes, bro, we got enough balls to go around, dog.
You know, they had a guy say something yesterday, and I'm not going to say his name, but he know who he is. That's why I got quiet because I was listening when he was talking. He said, every team get a draft and every team sign free agents every offseason. You feel me? And what I'm trying to say is, y'all got more weapons. Cincinnati got more weapons. Baltimore got more weapons. Cleveland got both. That goes the same way for the Saints. Atlanta, everybody get more weapons. All I'm saying is y'all main stones or anchors of y'all team are old guys. It's like you depending on
and that's
an
okay.
old hoopty to get you through a young. So let me ask you this, Jihan. Do you believe in football as a young man's game?
Absolutely. I said that several times.
So let me ask you this: when you going against young guys in the South, you're gonna use some of the South, like Travis, Alvin kind of old, but I'm gonna use what's that other running back for Tampa Bay? Irvin, all them guys. You really believe your defensive line at the age that they are gonna be able to stop them? Or even keep up with them?
Our front seven is young, dude.
I'm talking about your defensive line. So TJ Watt, he's young, huh?
No. TJ is 30 plus. Highsmith is 28. Nick Herbig, $100 million man, he's 24. Peyton Wilson is young. Peyton Wilson is young.
We're not worried about them, but the anchors, what I'm asking, the anchors like Cam Hayward.
Yes, but see,
y'all anchors are old.
These other guys, they're complimentary.
So let me ask you this, and I'm gonna ask you this: who had the most sacks on your team last year?
Alex Highsmith, he was 28 years old.
An old guy. Now,
Yeah,
I'm gonna double back and tell you this. So, who was the second one that had the most sacks on your team?
I want to say Nick Herbig, but I could be wrong. Hold on one second.
The reason I'm asking is, it's kind of like with the Saints. Last year, and somebody said this, Cam Jordan had 10 sacks last year, but he's an old guy, right? But to top that off, Chase Young also had 10 sacks and missed 5 games. He's a younger guy. I'm not worried about your anchors because TJ Watt is known to have injuries. Who's to say he even playing by week 6? Jalen Ramsey is getting old. I mean, father time waits for no man, G Honda.
Yes. We've circled that wagon several times. But my thing to you is we have other variables, other assets to not prevent those things because those are unpreventable, but to kind of, diminish the possibility of those things, completely breaking down. So we basically the whole team is working on a sort of a fix-a-flat mentality, especially with the quarterback and having the older guys. But with that fix-a-flat, we're not doing too shabby, I must say.
Well, I'm gonna say this about a fix-a-flat. You can fix that flat all you want, but eventually that tire go out.
Hey, GR3 and GR3.
Yeah.
You've heard me say a number of times here and other platforms. You heard me say, I wish we could have traded instead of Aaron Rodgers, instead of resigning Aaron Rodgers, we could have traded up in this past draft and got Ty
Simpson.
I said that.
But why do that when you got Will Howard?
Because okay, think about it. So Will Howard injures his hand prior to preseason last year. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you got Will Howard and you got Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph, a proven journeyman at best, right? So you got a guy in Ty Simpson, the number 2 ranked draft quarterback behind Fernando Mendoza, a guy that's shown significant promise in college, but I have an SEC
that
bias.
Great Alabama team, right?
I'm just saying the dude, but he has numbers to match. So I thought Ty Simpson was but okay, I'm just say this. Ty Simpson and Drew Aller, I got them neck and neck. However, I think Ty Simpson is the better. I give Ty Simpson the edge because he played a full season, and Drew Aller hasn't played a game of football since October due to an ankle injury. He broke his ankle in last October, so he hasn't played football ever since. So he's cold, but have the mechanics. I thought instead of bringing Aaron Rodgers back, we should have traded up one of our defensive assets, maybe Alex Highsmith, to get Ty Simpson at 13. But that didn't happen. That's that. So
you know what that shows me? You know what that shows me? There's
What?
a hole in your armor. See, you're afraid about Aaron Rodgers. See, you're not as confident as you think you are about Aaron Rodgers. That's what it shows me.
But see, just like every other team, just like every other unit, yes, your O-line plays a significant part in one, for the run, open up gaps, slide protection, etc. Two, time for the run progression, time for the routes to be developed. So yes, the O-line has to hold up. With your O-line being young, with your oldest O-line guy being 28 years old at max, they have to. It's gonna come with time as well, to protect Aaron Rodgers, from those pass rushes and etc. At which,
but you know why you're afraid of that though? Because he's an old man.
Hold on. But they have the best practice in practicing against the TJs, the Alex Highsmiths, the Nick Herbig's in everyday practice. But at the end of the day, that's practice, not the game. That's practice. Is indeed going to have to translate on the field because, yes, practice makes perfect, but they're going to have to get better week by week.
Practice.
Go ahead.
I like how you did that. So I'm going to ask you this. You know why you're fearing? The reason you're fearing is because you know that if that was a young quarterback, you wouldn't have those worries. If that was a Lamar Jackson, you wouldn't have those worries.
I would be worried. I'd be very
You know why are you worried?
Matter of fact, if it was Lamar, I would be even more worried because Lamar is not a pocket quarterback. And with the DBs,
that means he can escape the pressure. That means he can escape the pressure if your offensive line is folding. So why would you be worried?
So I'm saying I would be worried because, if you got a pocket, if you got to hurry out the pocket, and you don't give the routes time to develop, and you have to stretch plays, so to speak. And but to an entirety, Lamar is not a pocket quarterback, regardless. So
that's why I'm saying the reason you're worried about Aaron Rodgers is because by him just being a one-dimensional trick pony, you're afraid that he could get hurt with that banged up offensive line you got. With Lamar Jackson, you don't be worried about
it's not banged up, it's just young.
He said it's not banged up. Well, look, I tell you what, they're gonna get Aaron Rodgers banged up then. You feel me? One got to exist.
But see, majority of the majority of quarterbacks are one-dimensional. Everybody can't be Joe Montana, and everybody can't be Steve Young. I mean, everybody can't
be Tyler Shutt.
Brother, that's not Tyler Shutt. Relax.
You seen him running.
We gonna get on him in a second. We gonna get on Tyler Shutt in a second. But everybody can't be a dual threat. I think majority of the great quarterbacks are one-dimensional because majority of
not really.
Not
really, because the way the lead is now, and I'm not saying everybody is scrambler, but most quarterbacks could get out the pocket and take off. I'm not saying Lamar Jackson, like Jordan Love, or CJ Stroud, or Cam Ward. Like those guys could get out the pocket.
Yeah,
Kyler Murray.
I was speaking on like the Joe Montana. I was speaking on like the Dan Marinos, the John Elways, the actual quarterbacks that can. And not to say this new wave of quarterback. No, they're good. They are quarterbacks. But I'm saying like the quarterbacks of old, that was like had like defensive, offensive lines built around them. So
what I'm trying to tell you is this. I don't see y'all sweeping with a old. If this is a young man's game, y'all old men won't be able to keep up with young players, bro.
Yeah, they said
That's
that
all
about
I'm saying.
yeah, they said that about the team last year, and you saw how that went. But
But y'all won by default because these young players got hurt.
that's not our problem.
It's not your problem. So let
That
me ask you
don't
this:
have
you'll take
nothing
it
to
any
do
way
with
you can
us.
get it, huh?
Huh?
You'll take it any way you can get it, huh?
I mean, that's
That
part of the
basically what you
game.
saying.
That's part of the game. Okay, that's
So
like
then,
saying, okay, that's like saying, okay, I got a bigger paycheck because you live in a higher tax bracket. So I get to take home more. So that means I'm the king of the neighborhood.
So look, that's like also saying, I like how you used that. That was a good one. So that's like also saying this. Listen to me. That's like saying, I want. Okay, so I'm gonna use Denver with the Patriots last year. When they won the AFC Championship, does that game be the same if Bo Nix wasn't hurt? I'm asking.
Bo Nix coming off that a broken ankle.
No, I'm asking. Last year when they was in the AFC Championship and all that snoop, does that game be the same way it turned out if Bo Nix wasn't hurt?
Possibly.
Possibly what?
I mean, it still could have been 50-50 because we're not gonna sit up here and act like I said, it could have went either way. It could have went either way.
So G Honda, you're telling me this: if you was at a job, right, and everybody got COVID, you feel me, and couldn't come to work, and they gave you most worker of the year, you'd take that award and be like, "I'm the worker of the year." That's what you're saying. But you never got it when everybody else was healthy.
But how is that my fault?
No, it's not your fault. But what I'm saying is, basically, you're happy and bragging and saying that you would be able to sweep or say that I'm the best team in the division when everybody was hurt, bro. Like, how could you sweep with? I'm just saying, you won by. Look, when you played a team that didn't have no injuries, like the Houston Texans, you saw what happened.
So okay, so I get it. Everybody else want me to sympathize, but put the shoe on the other foot. I won't get the same. I won't get the same reaction. I get it.
And you won't. But how could you brag and say I'm gonna sweep somebody? How you gonna sweep anybody with that mentality? Like your team only finished 2 games ahead of a hurt team, bro.
Dude, bro, college teams can beat teams in y'all division, bro. Bro, y'all got some of the best talent, but y'all have no structure in y'all division, bro. Zero.
Okay, but y'all did have structure, right? That's what you're saying?
We did, and we won the division.
You know what, bro? You know you remind me of Carolina Panthers fans. And what I mean by that, listen, hear me out, bro. They brag on it. We won the NFC South Division, though. But at the same time, it took for somebody else to lose for y'all to win. And what I'm saying is, it took for people to get hurt for y'all to win the division. Because when y'all played a team that wasn't hurt, we seen how that turned out. And it wasn't pretty, Honda. When y'all played the Houston Texans.
Hold up. So when we played the Bears, right? When we played the Bears last season, without Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers had a broke arm, right?
Mm-hmm.
He broke his non-throwing arm. All right, Mason Rudolph stepped in against Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson. We saw that. So the Bears end up winning by 3 points. 3 points. Now, now I had people that are Bears fans. They came out and they said, "Man, look, we had 5 starters that was out. If our 5 starters would not have played, if our 5 starters on defense would have played, we would have blew y'all out." And I said to myself, I'm like, so you need your top starters on defense against Mason Rudolph.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Listen to this. You hear it, but you're not listening. You need So you mean to tell me you need the cornerback of a Revis Island, you need a Ray Lewis, a Lawrence Taylor, and you need a D end of Dwight Freeney to go up against Mason Rudolph?
Well, I'm gonna wait till you finish because I'm gonna answer that for you. But did Mason Rudolph?
No, I'm gonna say that to say Ben Johnson was like, listen, bro, okay, I get it. The Bears killer Aaron Rodgers is not playing, he's out. But what I know I'm a more proficient and smarter coach than Mason Rudolph will ever be as a quarterback. So I can afford to rest my star players. Being that this is non-divisional, I'm going to save my players from injury and save them for divisional play. And I'm smart enough to drop enough schematics to defeat a Mason Rudolph.
So let's get this clear. You talking like Mason Rudolph lit up Chicago. Let's be real here.
No, that's not what I said.
I just got one question.
That's not what I said.
I'm
not what I
finish.
said. I simply said that Ben Johnson said to himself, he is not, and nor should he be worried, or anybody else should be worried about a Mason Rudolph, because Mason Rudolph is below average. He's a journeyman at best. Like if you're a coach, if you're a defensive coordinator and you worried about Mason Rudolph, you worried about lining up against Mason Rudolph, you don't deserve to be in that position, man.
So I'm gonna say this: Mason Rudolph against Chicago went 24 for 31. All right, he had 171 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and 2 sacks. Now, let's go to this. We kept up with Chicago. Y'all rushing. What's his name? Warren, your running back. He had 1 touchdown. That's 7 points right there. DK Metcalf had to rush his big body self in there. He got a rushing touchdown. That's 14 right there. The 1 touchdown that he threw to your wide receiver, that was Firma, whatever his name is. He had 1 touchdown. That's 21.
And
now,
TJ Watt had a sack touchdown for me.
My point exactly. So it ain't like this. My thing. It ain't y'all had y'all starting defense, right or wrong?
We did.
Okay,
and they had
I'm about
Caleb
to move
Williams.
over to that.
And they had Caleb.
They did have Caleb Williams.
Colston Loveland,
and he did.
Roma Dunze, Luther Burton. All they stars played. All they stars played on offense, but we didn't have.
And you're right. Rodgers. Okay, but all y'all. Okay, I'm about to go ahead and listen. And all y'all, they said they was missing 5 defensive players on Chicago, right?
That's what they say.
So my thing is, y'all missing Aaron Rodgers and them missing 5 starters on defense. To me, that's pretty even.
But I'm no you no.
That's not even.
Not really.
How?
Not really.
Y'all missing 1 starter on offense. These people.
It's Mason Rudolph.
And he didn't do nothing.
Exactly.
I can see, let me tell you. I can see it, Mason Rudolph. I'm waiting till you finish.
That's basically what I'm saying. Like Mason Rudolph, he's not dangerous. He's not Kirk Cousins. He's not Baker Mayfield. He's not that. So we basically trust him to properly at best manage a game, and not lose the game rather than win it. If that makes sense. So on your starting defense, Caleb Williams threw for 200 on your starting defense because you wasn't missing no players on defense, right? Let me see. Let me take a look.
Because I'm looking at he didn't much have his best night against y'all. The man was 19 for 35, 239 yards, and 3 touchdowns. That's not a good night for a quarterback. Now his rating was 104.
You
But
said for Caleb?
you telling me 19 out of 35? Yeah, Caleb Williams.
Nah, Caleb was decent that game. I'm not talking about Caleb. I'm talking about Mason.
19 for 35. I'm asking. 19 for 35. That's decent.
You said Caleb was 19 for 35. Wait, I'm trying to pull these.
19 for 35. See, it's just me and you, so I got time today to just go through the numbers. You feel me? He was 19 for 35 with 239 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 sack. Now they gave him a passer rating of 104, but 19 for 35?
Yeah,
19 completions. So when you say they lost 5 defense, I mean, let's put it in account. Y'all ran for 2 of y'all touchdowns, and 1 of y'all touchdowns came defensively.
Yes.
So I would kind of agree with Chicago and say if we would have, because I don't know if it was defensive linemen or cornerbacks, I don't know. But even with the corner, if it would have been a cornerback, they still shut him down basically. But what I'm saying is, y'all got trickery.
But see, hold on. Here's the thing: Chicago, right? They have all that offensive. They have the high-powered offense, and all their starters on offense played. All their starters on offense played.
And y'all had all y'all starters on defense.
Okay, I get it. But and on their defensive side, they had to play against Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph
and he was missing
Caleb
5
are
starters.
not the same. Huh?
Mason Rudolph should have lit him up if they was gone, if 5 starters was gone. He was playing against backups, basically.
Dude, that's my point. Mason Rudolph ain't it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying, this is all I'm saying, though. And I get what you're saying, but just try to get what I'm saying, Honda.
I get
it. How many people you have on the field on defense? How many people? What is it, 11 men?
11.
11. Out of 11, 5 of them was gone. That means 6 starters on defense.
Right. But check
this
out.
What I'm saying is you're missing 1 starter, which was Aaron Rodgers, and I get it. Yes, that plays a major part. But Mason Rudolph was going against backups too. So it makes it even if I put it in a weight.
But here's to it. Mason Rudolph is a C- player, dude. He's a C- player. He's 3rd string at best. Bro, we can't try to hype up Mason Rudolph, bro. He's not that. Okay?
I'm not hyping him up. All I'm saying is it's equal.
I'm just making a point to which with Ben Johnson's starters being out, right? Ben Johnson is intelligent enough. That's why he's at the head coaching position at the Bears for his 2nd year. He's on par. Him and Kellen Moore are are going to be the next great coaches because they know they ish, bro. He's smart enough to have, if I'm going to be resting my starters, I can draw enough. I could draw up enough schemes for my backup tier players to be productive at their strength, even though they're backup.
I'm gonna tell you this:
3rd or 4th string, but they're going to look better because they're under my system. They're going to look better because of me.
Ben Johnson, to me, and I'm not trying to knock him, he's an offense. Their defense is ran by Dennis Allen. And do I know Dennis Allen well. You feel me? So I'm going to tell you this. If Dennis Allen was missing 5 starters, there's no way. And it's like basically it's balanced to me. They missing 5 starters it's like a preseason game. Y'all missing y'all quarterback, major blow. They missing 5 starters on their defense. That's a major blow.
It's really not the same because I think in a sense
you're being biased.
More credit than he should get, and he has done zero here in Pittsburgh or at Tennessee to garner said credit. I mean, he just haven't since he's been in the league. Now, has he had moments to where he's looked impressive? Sure. You know what QB hasn't, right? But for you to consistently be a proficient player and show that promise, like Drew Aller in his arm, or or anybody else for that matter, right? Mason hasn't shown that. Mason has not
Okay,
shown
so
that.
I'm gonna say this, and you keep on saying I'm not juicing Mason up. All I'm saying is if we take out the injuries to Aaron Rodgers and 5 defense, and we take the teams and put them on the weight, it evens the scale. If you ask me,
Okay.
y'all got all y'all starters on defense. They don't have all their starters on defense. Y'all missing a key part of y'all offense. They got their offense, so it's balanced. Now, I'm not saying Mason Rudolph's supposed to come and light up, but if you're playing a journeyman, and I have seen this happen before, a journeyman playing against basically, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 starters, he's supposed to tear up. Come on, bro.
Hey, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
I got you.
Yo,
What up? What up? What up? But that's
yeah,
all I'm saying, G. Holly. We can't see. This is what you just did, and I like see while you was off. I had time to have an epiphany. When I said that y'all won the division because most people was hurt, you know what you said? Is that my problem? But then when you play the Bears, then you say, well, we ain't have no Aaron Rodgers. It can't be both ways, bro. 1 minute it ain't your problem, and the next minute it's somebody else's. Think about that.
I mean,
That's called being biased.
you can look at it that way. You can take it as such. But I mean, I guess what I'm saying is my outlook on Mason and what he was expected to where he first came into the league when Pittsburgh drafted him. He hasn't shown anything. Yeah, to me, he hasn't shown anything to signify that he's somebody worth worrying about.
So let me ask you this. Now, see how you feel about Masons, how you think about those other teams that was in the North, like Baltimore and Cincinnati. How you think they feel? They ain't got their top, but you know what you say? You don't care. That ain't your problem.
Nope. Sure the hell ain't.
It's not your problem, but then when it becomes, so look, let me get this right. It's not your problem until it becomes your problem.
Exactly. Hey, familiar with the term cross the bridge when you get to it?
You know what that's called? It's called being a hypocrite, G.
No, it's not called being a hypocrite. Hey, I can't go down I-10 and not cross the Ponce train if I'm trying to get the
okay, but I get that. So look, but this is what I'm saying. When everybody else go through it and you're winning or you're benefiting, you know what you saying? It ain't my problem. We doing what we got to do. But then when you not benefiting from it, then you double back and say this. Well, it can't be like this because we got hurt, man. Come
No,
on, man.
no,
It
no,
can't be
no.
like
I
that.
mean, there are always reasons. No, it's always reasons, but I mean, but those things come with the
How you doing?
territory. So we can't split the hairs of, oh, I didn't make it in such and such because we was hurt, or no, we did the work that we were supposed to do. We did what we were supposed to do. Because okay, so let's flip the script a bit. So if
Okay,
those
go ahead.
guys, if Lamar and Joe Burrow were hurt both times we played them in the series against Bengals and Ravens, and we lose to them, even though both of them are hurt, that's inexcusable. So
Let me ask you this.
I would have zero to say about that, losing to them, being that neither one of those guys played.
But see, what you're taking out of is this. If Lamar Jackson was hurt, right? And his defense was fully healthy, and your quarterback fully healthy, but you missing 5 parts of your defense and you lose, what would you say then?
If I'm missing 5 parts of my defense,
But your quarterback healthy, but their quarterback hurt, and their defense is fully healthy, what would you say then? And y'all won, or you lost? But I'm gonna say y'all won. What would you say then? That y'all just stomped them, right?
If we won, I would say we had to do what we had to do to win.
See, that's what I see, and that goes back to what I said earlier. I told you this, but you was in denial when I said you'll take it any way you can get it. You feel me?
But that's the game.
But see, it's the game only to when it hits home.
But see, hold up. So let me say this. So earlier this year, the first person to get their contract. Now, okay, so last season, our kicker Chris Boswell was the leading scorer on the team. He scored 123 points for us. Okay. Chris Boswell was the first one to get his contract extension. He signed a 4-year, 28 million. I think it was a 4-year or 5-year, 28 million extension. Right, well deserved, worth every penny. So I can recall one game clear as day. Boswell had to kick 6+ field goals for us to win because we couldn't score the ball in the red zone with all our stars playing. We couldn't score the ball.
And who that was against?
Man, damn. I knew you was
I
gonna
got to
ask.
see who this is. Oh, yeah, I was coming.
Oh, yeah, I know.
See, I ain't got the overtalk today. See, it's very calm. So now I got my mind on.
You ain't got Rasan in here today, my fault.
See, my mind all the way clicking. Cause see, I got to deal with a bunch of buffoonery. But go ahead, I'm listening.
So he had to kick multiple field goals, and we couldn't score the ball on the defensive side.
I want to see who this team is.
It was 2 games actually. Boswell, he had to kick 6 field goals in a single game, and he done it 3 times in his career in total. But in 2025, he netted 6 field goals against the Falcons to win the game, right? And he hit a 60-yard game.
So you're telling me that was last year?
So yes, he had to do it last year. Yes,
against the Falcons.
Against the Falcons.
Oh my God! Oh, you suck yourself in the rabbit hole, not G Honda. But this the same team you said gonna sweep the NFC South, and you had to kick 6 field goals against Atlanta.
But see, we didn't have the personnel that we have now. We have an offense that can actually score the football now. How was that concept hard to grasp? We actually have a receiving core. We got DK Metcalf, Michael Pittman Jr., Jeremy Bernard out of Alabama, Eli Heidenreich, the 7th round, your favorite 7th round pick.
Man, okay. I can't wait.
Darnell
If he
Washington
don't make the
and
team,
Robert.
I promise I'm coming for your neck, bro. If he don't make the team, I'm coming for your neck. Now, what I'm going to say is this. Y'all was the top of the AFC North last year. And see, it goes back to my original conversation when I said you'll take it any way you can get it. Y'all played, as you see, NFC South Atlanta last year. And y'all had to kick 6 field goals to win the game. Y'all couldn't score a touchdown.
With the subpar offensive personnel.
But look, we can't do that because you still brag and see that y'all won the NFC North with that subpar personnel. So you can't brag on it 1 minute and then try to use it.
We did what we had to do.
Oh, bro. See how you proving my point, Honda? You know you done messed up, right?
No, I see your point. But I'm saying as it rains, sleets, and snow, it rains, sleets, and snow on each side of the ball. It ain't no
but
rain
now you
on this
get
side, but it's sunshine and rainbows on the other side. No, come on, man.
But now you get my drift when you brag and say we the AFC North champs.
How am I bragging?
Right or wrong?
How am I bragging?
Okay, that's the fact. That's the fact. Okay, that's the fact. Y'all won the AFC North championship, division championship. That's a fact. But the fact is, when I say the reason y'all won it because the dudes was hurt, you tell me no, that wouldn't have mattered anyway. But then I double back and say, well, y'all played Atlanta, who is weaker than Baltimore, who's also weaker than Cincinnati, and y'all couldn't score a touchdown. So imagine
GR3,
if those
GR3, let me ask you this. So how many guys you think it is that's playing with severe injuries? I'm talking about partially torn meniscuses, torn labrums, torn ligaments, but they on a contract year and they playing. What percentage of players in the NFL in total do you think are playing through major injuries?
Like my brother G Honda told me was that doesn't matter. You know why?
No. I said that everybody has injuries on playing and non-playing. Everybody has injuries. But what I'm saying to you, what I'm asking you is the players that are playing, that are available, because all we know is best ability is availability. So I'm talking about the guys that's available and playing, that are actively playing, right? Playing with injuries, playing with major injuries. That it could be a slight tear, it could be a turf toe, it could be a ligament in the foot, broken toe, broken bones. Hey, just like Kobe, RIP to Kobe, but he played with that torn pinky finger in the finals that time. I know you remember that.
Yeah. So I want to ask you. You're saying this to get where? I want to hear what you're about to go.
I'm not finished making my point. Wait, let me.
I want to hear this one. Because I got a feeling I got where you about to go.
No, let me land my JetBlue plane, okay? Let me land my JetBlue plane. All right. So you got guys that's available that has major injuries, but but the majority of them, they're playing for contract year, they're playing for a roster spot, they're playing for their job. Everybody has injuries, minor or major. Everybody has injuries. Just so happen everybody's body ain't the same to where, okay, I could still play gingerly with this strained meniscus or this strained MCL or strained UCL or whatever the case. But Joey, Bob, and Billy may not be able to. But I'm playing with this injury. I'm coming up on the contract year, so I gotta have my numbers right. So I'm playing through this as of many other people are. So is that not the majority? Is that not a good portion of the league?
That is a good portion of the league. But this is what I'm asking you is it a good portion of the league that majority of teams' quarterbacks, starting quarterbacks, be hurt? Yes or no?
No, but it's 50-50 all across the board. You know that. You've been watching football long enough. You know that.
It could be a 50-50. What I'm saying is this. At the end of the year, If we go look at every team, 1 to 32, majority of their quarterbacks are healthy, right around the starting quarterbacks.
Correct.
So what I'm saying, how many divisions besides the AFC North that lost two, not just star quarterbacks, but elite quarterbacks in the same division? I'm
I
asking
mean,
you. Come on, Honda. If we
but
gonna talk, let's talk, baby.
still though, the point that you drawing that happens on bro. Aaron Rodgers has missed time. You've seen the significant injuries Aaron Rodgers had with his arm and his Achilles at 40 plus. You didn't seen this. I mean, it's not my fault.
I'm not.
It's not my fault that they're younger guys and they sustain significant injuries or their bodies just don't hold up. Everybody's body is not the same.
And you are so right. But this is my main point, bro. It's not your fault. But when you brag and say, well, and it's a fact, I'm gonna let
Who's
you know so you
bragging?
can know this. You
I
when
did
you
not.
say we the AFC South champs, you not bragging?
AFC North champ, sir.
I mean, not South. I'm sorry, I'm getting confused with the NFC South, but the
Broski.
AFC North
Hey, hold
champs.
up one second. Hold on one
That
second. Broski, what's good with you, man? Salute to you, bro. What's good with you, big dog? Hey, pull up, bro, when you get a chance. What's
all I'm
good with you?
saying. Oh,
Salute to you.
all I'm saying is this. And it goes back to my main point that I started with, Honda. You're
Yes.
taking it any way you could get it. Because when they get hurt, when Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow hurt, you know what you tell me? That's not your problem that they got hurt.
Look at
You feel me?
but hold on, GR3. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so let's pull it up for everybody, right? Let's pull it up for everybody. Because hurt and
All right.
non-hurt, right? Let's put it in one second. Hold on one second. Man, I'm glad you made it up, man. I thought you was gonna leave me hanging, bro.
Oh no, I told you I was look, I try to keep my word, bro. If my word is
You
my
try to
bond,
keep
if I
your
say
word. Okay.
I try, bro. If I say it, now sometimes things might happen, but if I say I'm gonna do it and I really, man, I'm gonna try to make time to do it. Let me see. Lamar Jackson is how many games last
Let me see.
See why you doing that? I'm looking up my own stuff too. But I see what you're doing though. Just know that I see what you're doing. You trying to make excuses when it's
No,
everybody
not at
else.
all. Not at
Is
all. Not at all. Not at all. No, I only believe excuses are monuments to those who use them, and I don't. And
mm-hmm.
and but see, here we go. All right. So Joe Burrow and Lamar
Lamar
Jackson.
Jackson.
Okay, so Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson all time versus the Steelers during regular season, right? So we're gonna go down the
Mm-hmm.
list. So Joe Burrow has a regular season, a 7-2 regular season. Oh wait, hold up, Miss. Hold wait.
Ooh, I did not know that. Good point.
So all right, so Joe Burrow has a 72 regular season record, and Lamar Jackson's career versus the Steelers. Joe Burrow. Okay, Joe Burrow outperforming Jackson passing touchdowns and overall efficiency. Let me see. Wait, no, that's not right. That's not right. That ain't it. My bad. Hold
So
on.
Joe Burrow 7-2 against y'all.
Nah, that's not accurate. I don't know. That's wait.
Hold up, I'll make sure it's accurate. Let me look mine up. How many? Hold up.
That
Ooh,
can't
you
be right.
messed
Joe
up
Burrow,
now, buddy boy.
huh?
I said you done messed up now, buddy boy.
You breaking
Let
up?
me be sure. I said you can hear me now. You can hear me.
Yeah.
I said you done messed up now, buddy boy.
Wait, hold. Let me. I must have entered it wrong.
Oh, you done messed up, not G Honda. You know you done messed up too. You didn't want me to see that.
Nah, I inputted it wrong. Okay, so let's do this one. I thought it didn't sync properly, but so here we go. So Joe Burrow's all-time stats against the Steelers. 7. He played still 7 times. Oh, sure. I thought he. Okay, so 7 games played, passing yards 1,854, 15 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. He had a passer rating against us of 92.4. Joe Burrow has a
And
winning
his
record.
record against y'all, 4
I'm
and
sorry?
3. He's 4 and 3.
So I don't know if this regular season or
If you look up, type in this. Type in if Joe Burrow. Hold on. Type in Joe Burrow versus Pittsburgh record.
yeah, I
Pittsburgh
got him
Steelers record,
all
and
time
he'll pop
versus
up.
yeah, I got him all time versus Steelers. So should
He's 4 and 3 against the Pittsburgh Steelers in his
okay.
7 matchups. So I mean, he's leading
So this
y'all.
is so wait, what year is he in? Okay, 4 and 3. Okay. So let's go over to Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Lamar Jackson's faced Steelers 10 times in his career, 3 and 7 regular season record, and a 1 and 0 playoff record.
Now
So
watch what I
regular
do for Lamar. So can I say that Lamar never really hold up? Matter of fact, before I go there, when did he started beating y'all? That's what I want to know. What years he beat y'all?
let me see, regular season 10 games, 57.
I got you.
Okay. Notable games 2019, 19. 2019, 19th, 28, 161 yards.
So believe it or not, as of 2026, Lamar Jackson holds a tough record. He's 4 and 7 against Pittsburgh. Okay, now
Including okay, are you including
include
the
playoff.
playoff game? Okay.
He's 4 and 7 all together. So I'm trying to see what games did he beat y'all. Give me a second. Because we could say that Lamar roster in the beginning wasn't that good as it is now. So I want to see what years did he beat y'all.
Yeah, you talking about before Derrick Henry and Zay Flowers?
Yeah. So versus Pittsburgh. Let's see. What game? What game did he press? I gotta look this up. I could be wrong. Oh shit. Got 2 cell phones. Trying
So
to do
who
one on one.
let me see. So 4 and 7 against the Steelers. Okay, so he has
See, they
2.
showing me his stats, but
I'm
they're not
sorry, go
showing me
ahead.
the game. I said they're showing me the stats, but they wasn't showing me the games. But I'm still looking though for the games.
Yeah, they're not pulling up the games on my side either. But it's during this MVP seasons, he had 4 INTs against Pittsburgh in 2 of his
Okay.
in his 2 MVP
So his
seasons.
first 2 games, the first 2 games he lost, which was no, I'm sorry. So the first game in 2018 he won. He was okay. The second game he played y'all, which was in 2018, 11-4, he lost.
But was he healthy? Was he available and played?
He probably was
What?
healthy. Yeah, he played.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure
okay,
he played.
okay. But the record still
No,
stands.
no, no, no. The second game they see. Let me see. See, they're not showing every stat because the
But we
first game he didn't even much
but we
play that
got the
first game.
numbers though. We got the wins and
Yeah.
losses though.
So my thing is when he started 2025, he lost to y'all.
And so
2026,
and so you
last year in the
saying
playoffs, he
because
lost.
and you saying
Mhm.
because if he possibly had a subpar offensive personnel, what's the reason he
Probably.
lost?
He probably. Let me tell you something. I'm not a fan. I see when you do your eyes like that, bro. I know that you trying to come with some bullshit. But let
No,
me
I'm
tell you
asking. I'm being
this.
genuine. I'm
Let me
being
tell
real.
you this.
Hey,
Look,
GR3 is
I'm gonna
D
tell
Honey
you
I'm
this.
talking to, bro. Come on, man.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not a Lamar Jackson fan like that. Out your
No,
division, I really love Joe Barrow. You feel me? If I had to be real.
but you're a
Now,
bigger
what I'm
football
gonna,
fan though. But you're a bigger
I'm a
football fan though.
talent. See, I think people give me, like I said yesterday, it's mixed between talent and being great. You feel me? Talent wise, do they have a better team than Pittsburgh to me, as far as the um Baltimore? Talent wise, yes, they do. They have more talent on their team, defensively and offensively. And the thing, the
But let me
difference
ask you
is
this,
they're
GR3,
young.
before you go further. Let me ask
Okay,
you this before you go further. So,
okay.
if they're more talented, why do you
hmm
think Jordan Harbaugh left and took Isaiah Likely with him?
Tell the truth, I don't think he left. I think they really, this is my opinion. I think Baltimore got rid of him.
Hold up. Think about it. Think about it. Because like a month or two prior to John Harbaugh stepping away from, like they like to call it, stepping away, fired. We know, we get it. But
That's what it is too.
but a couple months before they trade Isaiah Likely to the Giants, and
hmm
then he gets fired from Baltimore and gets hired in New York.
hmm
Come on, bro. That's him. That's him stepping away and going to a better situation as he thinks.
I don't. This my thing, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't think he left. Now, do I think that it was? It might have been coincidental that the dude got traded to the Giants. What I'm saying is, I don't think he left Baltimore. I think Baltimore let him go. I really think Baltimore fired him. And the reason
Okay.
I'm gonna say that is, and just hear me out on this. They had him so long. See, it's only so long that a team's gonna keep a coach that can't cross. They no disrespect to Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin won 2 Super Bowls there. You feel me? If
Nah,
did he
one,
win two or one?
one.
He won one, yeah, because Bill Crowell was the one for the other. Okay, so what I'm saying, but he did take y'all to 2 Super Bowls because y'all lost to Green Bay, right?
Yep.
Okay, so only so many franchises. Like as a Saints fan, we had Sean Payton for the longest. You feel me? But if you steady building, like they have gave Lamar Jackson everything he needs for his defensively and offensively. Now, some games was not Lamar Jackson fault. Some of them was his tight end dropping the ball in the end zone. But it comes a point that I can't keep keeping a coach that keeps giving me the same production. You done gave me a quarterback that got 2 MVPs that done made me to the AFC Championship, I think, once, and he made it to the playoffs, but he's not crossing that hump, and that's why I feel they went a different direction. Now, for anybody to say that he left Baltimore to go to the Giants because they're in a better position, that is blasphemy. You feel me?
How's
Because
that black?
first of
But
all,
no, hold on. How was that
okay.
blasphemy? Because look at this. Look
Okay,
at
I'm
the
gonna.
setup. Look at the setup.
Okay.
Look at the defense. They got Brian Burns. The year,
Mm-hmm.
the draft before, they just drafted Abdul Carter, linebacker out of Penn
Uh-huh.
State, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and with the draft capital that they had, bro, they swindled. You saw how they swindled Cincinnati out of the number 10 pick.
I seen that when they gave you
Okay,
ball. What's that defensive? That
Giants
defensive
had three
tackle, I think.
picks in the top 10. The Giants had 3 top 10 picks in the draft. Okay. So you knowing what draft capital they looking at, you know who they got on the offensive side. They had Jackson Dart, somebody you can work with. Not comparing Jackson Dart to Lamar Jackson. That's not what I'm doing. But I'm saying you have something to, John Harbaugh has more to build on and impress upon him and add to him to where he can be decent and suitable for the franchise. But he has.
So I tell you this. I want you to answer me this. You got Jackson Dart, right? Now, he did get hurt a little bit last year, if I'm not mistaken. He got banged up a little bit.
Yeah.
You got Scatterboo coming off an injury. You feel me? We don't know if Scatterboo going to be the same Scatterboo. Shout out to Scatterboo. Great player. Like him. Malik Neighbors. And you know I'm an LSU fan. But Malik,
I ain't gonna do that.
Listen, I'm keeping it real. Don't get me started on you what you said last night. But look, I've been took your card. Anyway, it's like Malik Neighbors, he just coming off an injury. Like, you got an offense that's based on injury or injury prone. So when you tell me he's leaving the Ravens to go to the Giants is a better situation defensively, maybe. Because let's not forget, there's been rumors in the air talking about them getting rid of Thibodeau. You feel me?
Well, I know on offensive side they just resigned. They just signed Juju Smith-Schuster and OBJ. Yeah, that's why I said that because older receiver.
OBJ, the old man.
Yeah, they signed OBJ. Yes, but
look. Let's be real here. Let me ask you this. Are you an LSU fan? And I hear on one too. Let me ask you this. If you a New York Giants fan and they tell you we bringing back OBJ right now, would you be excited?
Not exactly.
Thank you.
But see, it helps. But you know what? It helps, because Malik Neighbors has a guy that that he reveres and a guy that can help him and challenge him. But you know what, majority, I think that was for Malik Neighbors motivational wise, so that he can get back to peak shape. That somebody that can more so motivate him, not contend against him, because that's no contention. Because they got Malik Neighbors, Isaiah Likely, and but yeah, that was just for motivational purposes. That's the only reason for OBJ being back in New York, bro.
And I'm with it. Trust me, I'm with it. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to do something like that, bring him in as a wide receiver coach. Don't bring this man in talking about playing, because let's be real here. Odell ain't been Odell since. And when I say, it's a long. You feel me? Odell, I no disrespect to him, loved him. New Orleans boy. I know some people disagree with that, but he's from New Orleans.
He was born on LSU campus. That's another conversation. He was born on LSU campus. That's another conversation.
At the same time, it's done. His time has came, bro.
Yes.
And all I'm saying is, leaving a team like Baltimore, you're rebuilding the Giants. The Giants are rebuilding. Baltimore is already established. You feel me? They can only add more pieces. There's only so many pieces they can add to Baltimore. They're established.
But see, Giants defense. They got Brian Burns. Brian Burns used to be with the Panthers. Dual Carter at the pass rush, and they got that guy out of Ohio State, that linebacker Avior Reese, and they got AJ Holston, the safety out of LSU. So they know what they're doing. They putting.
So let me ask you this: are you still a believer that defense wins championship?
Absolutely, but
okay.
However, you got to score the football.
I believed in that until, how can I put this? Probably until 6 years ago. I used to have that same theme of defense wins championships. Majority, and I'm not going to say all, so please, chat, don't get mad at me. majority of Super Bowls, the recents that have been won, has been offensively team. Now, I'm not saying the offense made a one, but that's what got them there in the first place was their offense. I mean, Kansas City won all those Super Bowls, and let's be real here. The defense was always subpar. It was never great dominance. You feel me? But if I could outscore you 30 points and my defense just hold you twice in the game, just twice, that's all I need. That's why I say defense no longer wins championships to me because if you have an offense like the Giants and a defense, let's say their defense be the greatest thing since the Steel Curtain. But if your offense not putting points on the board, that day of Ray Lewis with Baltimore winning by field goal, that day dead. You feel me?
Yeah. Hey, and especially with sudden death being gone. So yeah, I used to miss
the NFL has changed before my eyes. It became an offensive lead. And if you don't have, I don't care if nobody sees it. Oh, well, defense is important. Yeah, defense is important, but it can only get you so far. You feel me? I'd have seen great defenses that the collapse. Let's keep it real. Houston defense. Look at their defense. I mean, y'all should know firsthand about Houston defense. G Honda, take my glasses off.
Oh no, we do. You know, but it's funny when you said that. My mind went immediately back to the J.J. Watt, DeMeco Ryans, and the Brian Cushion. That Texans defense, that Texas defense was nasty.
Now, I'm gonna tell you this: I had to face them too. I'll never forget J.J. Watt. I remember Drew Brees, and that's my franchise face quarterback. I remember Drew Brees played, and we lost that game too. And it was so bad that boy said he came home and his son was like, "Daddy, I want to play." He said, I was like, "What you mean?" He said, "Daddy, you be Drew Brees and I'm gonna be J.J. Watt." Because he got sacked like 10, it felt like 10 times that game. You feel me? But his son was telling him he wanted to be J.J. Watt. But to get back on the subject, all I'm saying is when you say you're gonna sweep the NFC South with those old players, you better buckle up your boots and get your walkers ready because they got a lot of young bulls that's ready for y'all, bro.
No, I get it.
I'm keeping it real.
I get it. I get that. But my thing is this, this is not me making light of y'all division, but I think y'all division going self-sabotage on y'all own because y'all have problems with maybe front office or maybe on your personnel to a degree, yes. And then I just think our defense, our pass rush is too much for almost anybody. I mean, if you take a look at that last year showing of that we played the Texans, bro, we had 5 takeaways on CJ Stroud, bro. 5.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
now watch this. And how many? And what did their defense do to y'all offense? I'm asking.
Exactly. But see, like I said, I wouldn't be in contentious. I was just showing like our defense showed up, but we didn't have nothing on offense to complement the defensive stops that we get. If we would have. So
you believe in that the the things that y'all acquire is going to make y'all better now on offense?
I think it's going to help turn around a lot and open up a lot for, especially with that West Coast offense. I think that is indeed going to. Hi, Lauren. I think that's definitely going to open up a lot for us. I think the West Coast offense is going to be tailor made for the majority of people on our personnel, and a lot that with the offense that Tomlin was running, I think this West Coast offense is going to provide more, even for Darnell Washington. I think Darnell Washington gets more looks rather than just being a run blocker, and we just extended him.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this because I can't wait till the Saints play y'all.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, I can't wait. Well, I'm gonna tell you why I can't wait because I can see it now. Chris Olave, Jordan Tyson, and my guy, which my sleeper, Lance just burning y'all old cornerbacks. You feel me? I can't wait. But that's another story for another day. What I'm going to say is this, and I'm going to stand firm to this. Pittsburgh, if y'all win, and notice what I said, if y'all win the AFC North, which I highly doubt that, but if y'all win, for a sweeping the South, I don't see it happening. And the reason I don't, because just as well as y'all got, and it goes back to what I said earlier, everybody gets better every year. And another thing that happens is all old people get older every year. You feel me? TJ Watt, that's y'all feared defensive lineman. And I'm hell of a career, not taking enough from him. Y'all just re-signed your boy, Cam Haywood. Hell of a player. I'm mad because y'all can sign Cam Haywood and we can't sign Cam Jordan yet. You feel me? I'm mad about that.
Think, wait, hold up. Did we sign? No,
Y'all re-signed Cam Haywood.
Yeah, I know a couple years back we gave him like a 2-year, 3-year situation.
I think y'all gave him a year deal this year. It might be a year, 2-year deal. But him and Cam Jordan came out of the same draft. You feel me? And for the record, that's who I wanted, Cam Haywood, because his daddy played with the Saints. But I'm just saying that old age shit, it comes back to bite you, G Honda. I'm telling you.
No, you're right. No, I mean it does. I mean, so yeah, we did sign him last year. We gave him like a $3 million extension, some sort. And but no, you're really right though, man. You know, you should definitely be rebuilding and definitely, old pieces. And like I said, man, I stated that previously to where we got one of the cheapest owners in history. Like that's who Rooney has been, bro. He always looking to get something for the low and the kind of like, patch things up type deal. And that's what Tomlin has to deal. You can imagine what Tomlin had to deal with these past 20 years. Like, you're not getting the prime or Revis Island or, you might fortunately get a TJ or, a Nick Herbig or a Highsmith, what they got now. But even when they had like the Killer Bees with Big Ben, Le'Veon and Antonio Brown, but at that time, they should have
always gotta have contract. You're right about that. You hit the nail with that.
No, I'm saying I'm saying during that time they should have had somebody that they was like prepping and sitting behind Big Ben, like somebody like Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre, Steve Young sat behind Joe Montana, and so on and so forth. And that's kind of how they doing with these situations now, with the Rams coming up at 13th and getting Ty Simpson to sit behind Matt Stafford and Mendoza sitting behind what's his face, and Oakland. I mean not Oakland, Las Vegas Raiders.
Well, we had a conversation. I don't know if you was there when we had a conversation, and we was talking about they need to go back to the old days with that. See, a lot of these franchises has ruined these first-round pick quarterbacks because they're throwing them in there as soon as they draft them. Back in our era, you had to sit. They don't care if it was a Jeff Blake, if it was a Cardell Stewart. You had to sit behind those guys and learn the game. Now they don't do that. And that's why you have so many failed like Kenny Pickett. And I know you don't like Kenny Pickett, but I'm going to use him.
No, it's not that I don't like Kenny. No, it's not that I don't like Kenny Pickett. I just thought that, he wasn't that guy. I mean, like I said, he was at Pitt for 5 years, bro. 5 years. Like if you knew that was going to be now, I'm just going to use this reference. This might be irrelevant, but people know that a lot of these guys are going to be stars. Like before, they know they're going to be going into the NFL pretty much when they're in Little League, pretty much when they're in middle school, going into high school. They know they're going to be league bound. They kind of know that, right?
I want to do the best with Willie Parker.
Well, it's part of it. But my thing is, it wouldn't have took Kenny Pickett 5 years at University of Pitt for for Rooney to see that, okay, this is our guy. Pickett was predominantly looked at because of the fact that when Dan Marino was at Pitt, they believed that they failed the city. They believed they failed the city out of additional multiple championships. And I just think that was a patch up. That was a cleanup to where, okay, we're going to right this wrong. But I'm like, what? Okay, so what has Kenny Pickett shown you in the 5 years that he's been at University of Pitt that he's your guy, that he's a franchise leader? This is not the guy. I thought it was crazy. I thought I was the only one thinking that was the motive behind drafting Kenny Pickett. But I was like, what tangibles? It's a little guy, little hands, and not very fast, not quick at all. And I'm like, the dude ain't even make it out of his rookie contract.
See, and that's my thing. But you're saying that about Kenny Pickett, but I go back to maybe if they'd have had somebody to let him sit, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna use this as an example, and maybe I'm wrong for saying this, but I'm gonna go ahead on. Quarterback like Sam Darnold, okay? When he got drafted and he went to the Jets threw that man right on in. And he looked horrible. But when he had time to sit down and actually develop his mind to be a quarterback, the man ended up winning the Super Bowl. I could see another quarterback that did the same thing recently. Baker Mayfield, and I hate the Bucks. But you threw Baker out there head first with Cleveland, and he looked good his first couple of years. But then he started looking bad. And then he got to sit down in Carolina. Then he went to the Rams or the 49ers, one of them, I forgot. But now he looked like an average quarterback. I'm not going to say he's great, but he's a consistent quarterback. You feel me?
And what about Tyler Shuck?
Sometimes Tyler Shuck, that was the best thing that could have happened. Let me tell you something, bro. And some people may not like what I'm about to see. Tyler Shuck, because some people want him to start if he'd have started from the get-go. No. Him sitting and learning behind Spencer, I ain't gonna say he learned from Spencer, but actually seeing the game, that's probably gonna be the best thing that ever happened to him, because he got to see with the speed of the NFL. I mean, let's think about this. Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, all these great, even Patrick Mahomes. We say they're the greatest quarterbacks, but all of them got one thing in common. And want me to tell you what that is, G Honda? They all got the sit. Speed. Yep. Come on, bro. That's my problem. We so quick to say, let me tell you something. I'm getting tired of people calling these players buses, but we never say the franchise a bus. You feel me? We never say the general manager a bus, the coach a bus. We don't say that. We just throw the players under the bus. But let me ask you this, dude. And this goes for Lamar Jackson, even CJ Stroud, because I remember playing CJ Stroud as rookie. Majority of these quarterbacks, and I seen your boy saying this on NFL, so I don't want to steal his stuff. Majority of these quarterbacks don't even much know a playbook no more. The only playbook they know is the one that they had in college. And that's why so many NFL teams and these coaches, they draft these boys and then they try to redo their offense to try to fit them in college. Now, then you got some of these coaches who like, I'm not changing my playbook. You're going to get on my page, J, man. And then when the dude don't succeed.
Right.
Oh, good. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you good. No, I was going to say that to your point, like the James Winston and Cam Newton and those top quarterbacks that these guys drafted, I think a lot of them had them playing off of their athleticism and like kind of like building it as they fly it. I get, which is a bad idea, I think, because you risk, like Shanahan did RG3. I thought that was just horrible. I mean, they thought RG3 was a godsend. And I was like, man, I'm just counting the moments because his first year, I think he had what, 2 or 3 concussions.
I don't know about the concussion, but I do know he had an ankle injury, and he
Yeah,
went
the
and still
knee and
played
yeah,
during
the
the
knee,
playoff.
he had
A
knee and
knee or
ankle.
ankle, one of them.
But that first year, he got mollywopped his first year. And then it was one game he had a concussion, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody let me know in the chat. He had one game. Man, dang, I wish I could pull it up. I had it. But no, I know for sure he had one game he got concussed, and he was questionable, and he went back in that very same game.
But in that sense, you know who I blame for that? I could blame the coach, but I also blame RG3. Nobody knows your body better than you.
Yeah, and
You feel me?
that's why Andrew Luck left the game when he left.
But this is all I'm saying, and I feel where you coming from. But we have to start faulting the organizations. Like
For
we so
sure.
quick to call a player a bust. But let me ask you a question, and I'm gonna use this for the Saints. We drafted Zach Bond, okay? Zach Bond, he went on to the Eagles and did his thing. No disrespect to you. But we had him for almost 2 or 3 years. And you know why he never got to play? We had him playing special teams. You know why he never got to play? Because the defensive scheme that we was running is not the same one he thrived in when he was in college. So why draft the guy if you know he's not going to fit in your system? You feel me?
But
But then when he goes somewhere, I'm sorry.
Some organizations got the theory of, okay, we want to try to get the best player available rather than who actually fits our criteria and what we need. Some guy that's gonna put buckets in the seats to where, because a lot of these guys are businessmen. Like, a lot of these organizations, like when Detroit had Matthew Stafford and Calvin Johnson, that was nothing but a one-man circus. I don't care what anybody say. They weren't trying to compete for no title or nothing. They just happened to make a playoff game here and there, but they packed the state out every game, right? But yeah, I mean, and also, but yeah, that's what a lot of these owners seek to do, like get the best player available, just so that they can up their revenue, and not necessarily, not necessarily build that player or build that personnel, and properly protect that, that quarterback or that guy that supposedly the franchise player.
But then we should hold ownership accountable, GMs accountable, or coaches, because we're quick to say that this person is a bust. Like, I keep using Sam Bradford because not Sam Bradford, Sam Darnold, because it's more recent. Sam Darnold went to the Jets. The Jets threw him in there head first. The man looked horrible. He sit down for a while. He come back. The man played for the Vikings, get them to the NFC wild card. I forgot it was an NFC championship. I don't know, but he get them there. He leave there the very next year he in the Super Bowl. So I have to ask myself, because they had Sam Darnold, and then right after that they went and drafted Zach Wilson. You feel me? So it's like, is it the quarterback that's the problem, or is it y'all that's the problem? You feel me? But yet, what we'll do and say Zach Wilson was a bust. But how you know if I can't say that, because you said Donald was a bust too.
Right.
Like, that's my problem. Like, every year in the draft, I love the draft, bro. I mean, one of the best times I look at the NFL draft like Christmas.
So let me ask
at
you
the
this.
same, okay.
So let me ask you this. So with Tyler Souh with Kellen Moore being a first-year coach, right? So do you think with those 6 games that those couple games that Tyler Souh played, do you think it's due to Tyler Souh's talent, or do you think it's due to Kellen Moore's system?
Okay, so if you go look at Tyler Shuck in college, he got hurt a couple of times. Now, far as running, tell you the truth, if you go look at last year before he came to the Saints, when he was with Louisville, he was in the same messed up situation that he was with the Saints last year. He had a bad offensive line in Louisville. He had receivers dropping balls left and right. People you never heard of with Louisville when he was there. Now, what I would say is this: for every great coach, there's always a great quarterback, and for every great quarterback, there's always a great coach. You can't have the yin without the yang. You feel me? Now, do I blame it on Kellen Moore? Maybe, because who's to say if Tyler Shuck went to Cleveland, he would have did what he did. It always plays a part on system. Maybe the system Kellen Moore runs is the best system for Tyler Shuck. Because if you look at it, when he had Spencer Rattler, he was running the same plays. It just didn't look the same because that's probably not the best system for Spencer Rattler. Me, I always said coming into last year that Kellen Moore liked a mobile type quarterback. I'm not saying Lamar Jackson, but every quarterback he had could get out the pocket with their legs. I'm not saying he's the fastest thing ever. He had Dak Prescott, he'd have had Justin Herbert, and then he doubled back and had Jalen Hurts. And now you got Tyler Shuck. That's his system. And it's proving my point because his backup quarterback, as quiet as people don't want to hit it, everybody's saying Spencer Rattler. No, I think Zach Wilson is going to be the backup quarterback because he's a mobile quarterback.
So Tyler Shuck, right? So Tyler Shuck with this O line that y'all have, and y'all going up against Pittsburgh in France. How do you think Tyler Shuck is going to hold up against our pass rush, against Steelers' pass rush?
Well, first of all, we got Fawaga as our right tackle, and we got Carol Banks as a left tackle. Now, we got a guard that we got from Buffalo. We have our center coming back, Eric McCoy. The only weakness in my offensive line is Cesar Louise. Now, I don't know how he's going to play with all that talent with him. But what I would say is this. Fawaga shut down Michael Parsons by himself without Carol Banks. You're telling me that TJ Watt is more of a threat than Michael Parsons?
Well, your guy was sacked 31 times last season, and then TJ Watt is not your only worry. TJ Watt is the least of your worry because you got Highsmith.
Hold up, who got sacked 30 times last season?
Huh?
Who got sacked 30 times last season?
Tyler Shuck got sacked 31 times, sir.
Okay, he got sacked 31 times without his block, well, I'm gonna say two guards. He didn't have neither one. That was backup guards and a backup center.
Okay.
He only had a left tackle and a right tackle, basically.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I get
now,
it.
that whole line, yeah.
I get it. But this is the okay, and you're now. But I'm saying, wouldn't you agree that it's levels to O lines and defenses?
It's very much. What I would say is this: it's all about, and like you said earlier, it's about injuries. Injuries do play a part. Everybody has them, but all I'm saying is, with a different offensive line, I have to see with Tyler Shuck, and see that's why you never heard me say. And I didn't even, matter of fact, you probably heard me say this. He got this year and this year only. You feel me? And the reason I'm saying that because you got they'd have built around you. They gave you weapons. They gave you an offensive line. They even gave you a running back. You cannot have a subpar season, and God forbid if you get hurt. Now, me and your homeboy didn't agree the other night. Me and him and J Live was going back and forth. You feel me? Because I was saying that.
I don't know, GR3, man. It sounds like a lot of cap in your rap, though.
No explanation.
I'm just saying, man, because
Izzy, when you get a chance, ask Izzy.
Yeah, but I'm
Me
saying
and him was going.
No, I'm
Go ahead,
saying,
I'm
but
listening.
like, no, I'm saying, but like, you are like, this, okay. So Highsmith had 9.5 sacks, right? and we number 3 in sacks. Number 3.
Mm-hmm. But what you are in
And you think,
defense
huh?
overall defense? What you rank?
Top 10.
Top 10. Okay.
Top
Well,
10.
I'm
So I'm
listening.
I'm saying. So I'm saying. Like you act like your O line is just gonna keep us from Tyler Shupp, and Tyler Shupp is not gonna be in panic mode. Now I get it. Now I get it, and this is what concerns me about Kellen Moore. Yes, Kellen Moore is he's going to come because it's going to be Kellen Moore versus McCarthy, brother. Yes, it's going to be a sophisticated chess match. Yes, but I think the defense will eventually get to him. Now, early on, I think the O line will win a bit, but as time goes on, bro, that's just too many dogs not to get to him. Because
so I tell you what, I tell you what, the same case that you're making on defense, I can make that same case defensively for me with your offense.
That's why I said where our O line has to show up every week. Like without O line being young, without O line being, the youth, and also, with that right tackle side, Max Honiger. Yeah, most definitely.
Oh, and by the way, to be honest, if I'm not mistaken,
y'all don't have the pass rush
talk.
We have. Let's be clear. Y'all have nowhere near the pass rush we have.
You can't say that because how many? Let me ask you this: how many sacks y'all had on y'all defense? Y'all run what y'all run, a 3-4 or a 4-3?
3-4, 3-4 base.
A 3-4. So the highest sack rating on your team was 10. You said 9 and 10.
Highsmith had 9.5.
And who had the rest? I'm asking.
You had Nick Herbig, $100 million man. Just a second.
I'm just saying, 2 of my defensive linemen had 10 sacks apiece, and one of them missed 5 games.
Okay. So yeah, Herbig that had let me see. Wait, hold up.
Not comparing, I'm just saying. The ceiling for y'all, 2 of my defensive linemen had it.
So I'm saying that's okay. Okay. But the thing about it is we have more guys to hit the rush. We have Peyton Wilson, we have Jack Sawyer. We have other guys outside of those 3, outside of Herbig, Highsmith, and Watt.
So we have Brian Brzee.
Huh?
We got Brian Brzee as defensive tackle. We added that dude, former first-round pick from Oakland, Wilson. We got him in the draft. I don't know how he's going to be in the same scheme. I got to see how he's going to be. But he's a freak of nature. That's what they say. We shall see. Now, cornerbacks, y'all probably got us. But see, with our system that Staley runs, you don't have to be the greatest cornerbacks because he plays zone.
No. Tyler Shupp definitely gonna have to run check downs and slants because he ain't airing out secondary.
Our receivers probably faster than every cornerback you got, bro.
Bro, not in no zone scheme. No, you're not, bro. We got Jaquan Brisker back there too. Man, no, you're not, bro. No, you're not. No.
So let me ask you this: who gonna guard Chris Olave? Let me ask you this: who gonna guard Chris Olave?
I mean, we could.
I wish you would send Dean over there. I wish you would send Dean over there. You got Jalen Ramsey.
It's gonna be JPJ.
JPJ. Okay. Who's gonna join?
Well, see, hold on. We might start off in the zone though. You don't know.
So let me ask you this: who gonna guard Jordan Tyson?
We got Dalen Everett. Out of
Who gonna guard? I'm just saying because I know we got a couple of receivers on our team. Who gonna guard Bryce Lance?
Man, look, we could start it off. We could zone it up. But bro, we got secondaries. We got secondaries that's gonna put that pine on you. So y'all not hitting those slots like that. Y'all not hitting those shallow crosses like that. Y'all getting folded. Y'all getting folded.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Best bet is check downs, mark downs, curl routes, wheel routes. That's the only thing that's gonna
Well,
work.
we can do that too. I mean, we got tight ends to do that too.
No, bro, that's the only thing that's gonna work for y'all. Bro, you go.
I want to know this. We got Jawan Johnson. I know y'all probably don't know who Jawan is, but if you could, go look him up. We got Noah Fant, and let's not forget my favorite coming out of college. We got Oscar. So I want to know, when all these guys on the field, we got Travis, we got Kamara. Like, I want to know who y'all gonna guard and who's gonna guard them.
Tyler can't do nothing off his back.
And let's not forget, Tyler ain't no damn pocket passer like Aaron Rodgers. He don't just stand in no damn pocket. You feel me?
Look, bro. Look.
Ask Tampa about that. Tyler will take off on you.
It ain't what you think, bro. He's not.
All right.
He's not doing it like that, bro. Because I get it. I get it. He looked good against non-AFC North teams. I get it, bro. But once we touch him, he gonna change his name to John Q, because he gonna have a change of heart. Believe that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. You say he looked good against nine. Well, from the record, I mean, and I'm just gonna use Pittsburgh defense. I'm not gonna talk about y'all.
AC, we got a little brother, y'all. We got a little.
Mom. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Call for your mama.
What I'm gonna say is this, bro. If y'all struggled against Atlanta last year, y'all gonna have trouble against the Saints this year.
Nah, bro.
All right, bro. You can let all those defensive players. All right, that's all I can tell you, bro.
We got a way better personnel, man. We got a way better personnel, way better situation, man, with this West Coast offense, man. It's gonna open up.
So hold up, let me ask you this. Y'all got DK Metcalf, right?
DK Metcalf, Michael Pittman, Jeremy Bernard, Fryer.
Jeremy Bernard is the youngest receiver y'all got. Everybody else is ARP cards.
I mean, you can say that, but you still gotta stop them though. You still gotta stop them.
Hey, and look, and this is what I'm saying, but y'all cornerbacks are ERPs against young bucks, bro.
But you have to stop them though.
My cornerbacks are young.
Yeah, they said the same thing about Floyd, but guess what? They couldn't keep up with Floyd going those 12 rounds. They couldn't adapt to everything like Floyd could. And Floyd,
and you are so right. You are so right. So let me ask you this: that great defense that defense that you had, that's the same defense you had last year, right? Except for one change with Dean, right?
A couple pieces, a couple of draft picks and free agent picks.
Okay, so let me ask you this: when that defense that you had went against Houston, what happened?
They got 5 stops, 5 significant stops.
They got 5 stops.
Offense, but see, offense couldn't get nothing done. We only had 6 points on offense, bro. So,
okay.
I mean, come on, we ain't have no offensive weapons. Calvin Austin didn't show up. Roman Wilson was unavailable. DK Metcalf was all we had.
So let me ask you this. I got a question for you. When your defense played Chicago, what happened?
When our defense played Chicago, our defense showed up for the most part. We got sacks. We got a sack, fumble, touchdown. What do you mean? We only lost by 3 points.
He scored 3 touchdowns on y'all passing, right?
I get it, and as they should, because they're an offensive team.
So Caleb Williams? Let's take out. You got Caleb Williams, and you got who you had Moore, the wide receiver.
They had DJ Moore, they had Luther Burden, they had Rome Odunze, they had Colston Loveland at tight end. Okay,
so you said all them guys. So let me ask you this. So you saying all those guys before last year was named household names?
I ain't say household names. All of them were, well, outside of DJ Moore, they were rookies, but
Mm-hmm.
very talented rookies.
Wow. So what I'm trying to say is you don't see Jordan Tyson and Bryce Lance being talented rookies?
But see that's not going to be enough. Yes, can they catch passes against them? Will they get their share of caught passes and plays? Sure, that's the part of the game. But however,
You said that's not gonna be enough.
you talking like they're about to go off like car alarms, and that's not the case. That's not going to happen.
Okay. So just like people didn't think it was gonna happen with Chicago last year, you saying that can't happen this year?
Chicago is a contending team, and then they got Coach Ben Johnson.
So before last year, was there a contending team? I'm asking.
They were building to be a contending team.
My point exactly. So they became a contender during the year. That's which I'm saying that can happen again. And if it happened again, what would you say then?
But see,
If it happened once, it can be happening again.
That's the game. That is the game. That's the business. See, if you're going about it the proper way and you're properly building, at some point you're going to make that transition. Now, with you being a contending team, regardless to you being a rookie or a vet, like that has no bearing on you being a contender. Now, like you brought up the Bears. Yes, the Browns were contenders. I mean, as you've seen, they made it to play the Rams in the postseason, and they lost by 3. With the same said rookies, right? I know you saw that game, but
was watching it.
But like I said, man, like you make that comparison, but like I'm like, do you guys have that same amount of firepower to go up against steel curtain defense?
What steel curtain defense? I'm trying to figure out. Stop the blast! You should be ashamed saying that.
What are you talking about?
Me? The steel curtain. You comparing this defensive line to the steel curtain?
Yeah, the steel curtain. You know what it is.
Listen. The steel curtain is in the 70s. This right here is just nothing but a bunch of steel defensive line.
Steel curtain is
oh my God.
The steel curtain
bro.
is down.
The blasphemy out here.
Come on,
the
man.
Blasphemy, bro.
Come on,
like,
man.
We shall see. I can't wait, bro. I'm gonna tell you this, Honda. You better not be ducking when the Saints stomp a mud hole, bro.
Hey, look.
You better not be ducking.
I'm gonna be streaming the game live, bro.
And I will be like between back and forth because I just got a feeling that you're gonna disappear when the Saints beat them, bro.
Nah, bro. No, not gonna happen.
Now, if y'all beat Atlanta, granted beat, y'all doing me a favor if y'all beat Atlanta. I
know,
don't
right?
care. You feel me? If y'all beat Carolina, you're doing me a favor. I don't care. Tampa Bay,
we gonna take care
don't
of y'all
care.
too. Don't worry. We're gonna take care of y'all too.
Nah, see, when it come to us though, you know, y'all better look out behind you. It's a bee's nest. You feel me? Y'all gonna see what happened. Y'all thinking it's the old Saints from last year, and I'm glad y'all feel that way. Like I really love the sleeping era of y'all. Like I don't see Pittsburgh even winning the AFC North division this year, but to each his own.
Yeah.
Like y'all got your own troubles to worry about. Y'all need to be worrying about Baltimore, and I'm gonna keep saying that. Y'all worrying about the South down here. We gonna take care of that ourselves. But y'all winning the AFC North again? Keep it real. I mean, look up when you say this. You really believe that?
Oh, 1,000%. 1,000%.
Is that you believing or that's you having faith? Because that could get crossed sometimes.
Nah, I know that. I know that.
I can hear it in your voice. You're kind of scared when you're saying it, bro. You kind of timid.
I know we will because I know that that front seven brother. If that front seven haven't made a believer out of you, bro, something wrong.
You know why it don't make me a believer? I'm gonna tell you why. Because y'all played against a bunch of hurt teams in y'all division. So you
Okay.
toe up on bad play and hurt teams, and now y'all think y'all the king of everything. It don't work like that, bro.
Okay.
Hold up, like this. What real team y'all toe up on? I'm listening. I'll wait.
I mean, I didn't say we was blowing people out. I mean, I
No, I'm
never said,
saying y'all defense. What real team that y'all defense toe up on?
man, a lot of people, man, especially the Colts. We tore up on a
That's
lot of people.
that's after or before
Bro,
Daniels got hurt.
bruh, come on, man.
I'm
Stop
asking,
playing.
is that after
Bruh,
or before Daniels?
Highsmith, TJ, Herbig had 7 sacks. Highsmith had
I'm
9.5.
listen, I get that. And listen, I'm gonna ask you again. Is that after
Jacobs
or before
played,
Daniels?
bro. Jacobs played during that game, bro. What are you talking about?
I said Daniels, the quarterback.
Daniels, he played.
And did y'all win that game?
Come on, bro.
Because last time I checked, when Daniels went down, wasn't the Colts undefeated?
I don't know, but I know we beat him.
Hold up, let me go check. See, you think I don't be watching football. See, you think I'm just a Saints fan. I'm about to show you right now. I know for a fact y'all had to beat him when that boy got hurt. Because that boy was undefeated. Hold up, give me a second. I got you, bro. And I don't like the, documentation beats conversation around here.
There you go.
Colts
Yeah, we
versus
won
Pittsburgh.
27-20.
Y'all want, and was your boy playing that game? I'm asking.
The quarterback for the quarterback
I'm
for the
looking at that
Colts,
right now.
Daniel Jones. Yes, he went 31.
Was he playing?
Yeah, he had 3 INTs. He went 31 for 50 and 1 touchdown.
Yeah, he sure did. He sure did.
342
Well,
passing yards.
let me see how this game. Y'all, now I don't like this.
I mean, you can't make light of our pass rush, man, just because we got a few older guys on our team, man. But we got dudes to get the job
Aaron
done.
Rodgers threw for 1 touchdown. Y'all rushed for 2. That's 21.
So I'm saying it's called maintenance for a reason.
Let me look up y'all defense. I got you.
So, but what they got to do with Saints O-line keeping our front 7 off of Tyler?
Y'all had 5 sacks that game. We'll see, bro. I'm gonna tell you this: with a new offensive line, our offensive line is not what it was last year. And quiet as it's kept, I really believe. Now, some people not gonna agree with me on this. With the pieces they added and with Eric McCarthy coming back, I believe the Saints offensive line gonna be unstoppable this year. If everything goes right, I really do believe it. Now, notice what I said. I believe. You feel me? See, words matter with me. Now, what I will say is this. The same thing that you're vouching on with your defense, last time I checked, the Saints defense was ranked well. Go look it up when you get a chance. See, y'all not the only big bad motherfuckers in the lane when it comes to defense, yeah?
No, I mean, but see, y'all banking everything on Chase Young, and Chase Young can't be the end all be all.
I'm not banking everything on Chase Young. I'm just saying in general, the Saints defense was ranked what last year?
Hold on 1 second. Because I know he only played 8 games?
So the Saints defense last year in total was ranked number 9. So don't sit here and make it look like, oh, well, y'all defense. Let's go to Pittsburgh defense. Because
I
I knew
mean,
y'all was the top
but
10
I'm
too.
saying, but where y'all ranked in sacks and takeaways?
And sacks? Okay, I go there. We ain't had that many takeaways last year. We ain't. Yeah. We're a balanced defense. We just shut people down third down. We only allow not too many yards either. Saints defense ranked and sacks. I got you. Hold up. We was ranked number 11 in sacks. What else you want me to go look up? Ranked in what? You said sacks and what else? Turnovers?
So looks like either I misspoke. They talking about they had us ranked 26th in total defense,
We
20th
was
in sacks.
and turnovers, we was ranked. We finished tied 15. So when y'all talk that big dog talk about defense, y'all not the only one that got a good defense. Just remember that.
So they saying, wait a minute.
Now check. Y'all can look this up. I don't make that. See, I got time to actually sit down and don't have to deal with buffoonery with people and their feelings. You feel me? I got time today. So I'm gonna say this again. The Saints was ranked. Are you Pittsburgh that's agreeing with G Honda? they was tied 15 in turnovers. Okay? Let's go.
So I'm okay.
They was
So
ranked.
okay. So I misspoke, right?
They was ranked 11 in sacks. Let's go. And for his defense, they was ranked number 9.
So they say
15,
they had us
11,
ranked.
number 9.
All right. Okay. So they had us ranked 26th in defense and 20th in total sacks with 291. Wait, hold up.
So hey, you know what that shows me? Your defense wasn't even better than the Saints last year, bro. Wow.
Well,
Wow. Yeah, you might want things now. You want things hard now, bro.
I mean, on paper,
on paper.
On paper. Come on now.
Oh my God. Say G Honda, but this is what we've been doing. We've been going by the stats, but all of a sudden you want to see on paper when you don't benefit.
We have. I mean, I just thought that, you know what I'm saying, you know.
Oh, you just thought that Pittsburgh defense was better than the Saints until you realized the real truth.
Stats would yield better results. That's what I thought, but I was wrong.
Oh, all I'm saying is this: that Pittsburgh defense is not better than the Saints defense. Now you can have all that pass rush you want, it still didn't get you nowhere.
Got us a divisional title, sir.
You're right, it did on a weak division that was hurt. You're right.
Okay.
Say, G Honda, I told you, bro. Yeah, I talk shit, but when I really got time.
But see, you say our division was hurt, but versus incompetent division.
You're right. You are so right. Incompetent division that you had to score 6 field goals on to win the game.
It was one game, sir.
Hold on. No, here you go. Hold up, bro. Hold up. Oh, man.
So he thinks they were a better team, but they were at the bottom of the barrel in the NFC South last season. So I misspoke. So look, either I misspoke or we're having mixed information. So I'm gonna take it that I misspoke because this okay. Pittsburgh defense ranked 20th in total sacks,
Nah,
291 sacks.
Honda. Do you still want to go by stats? Do you still want to go by stats?
That's what we've been doing.
Okay, so because you said something earlier, and I don't know one thing about me. See, when I have time and I keep saying that, I can actually sit back, think about what people said. You told me, you said, well, the Steelers offense gonna be prepared because they go against that top defense in practice. So I'm gonna double back and tell you, you don't think the Saints gonna be prepared when they go against that top defense that's ranked over y'all?
I mean, shit. I mean, we in the new year, so
So, boy, I tell you, I'm gonna tell you something, Honda, boy. You get shit only when it benefits you. When it don't benefit, then it comes out. Oh, well, we're in a new year. But earlier you wasn't saying we was in a new year. You know what you said? That good defense, they're gonna be able to practice against. Then when I show you that Pittsburgh not as good as you think they are, then you double back and say, well, it's a new year.
I mean, but when you look at the accolades, right? When you look at the guys that
Mm-hmm.
are actually because when you look at the numbers and you look at the overall scope, yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
might be a bit deceiving on paper, but when you start adding in and saying, "Oh, this guy was hurt, this guy was unavailable, this guy wasn't there," I mean, kind of, I don't know. Does it kind of mirror y'all division in a sense? Maybe I don't know.
You know what I see? You know what I see? What Honda told me earlier. That's not our problem.
So what was y'all? What
See,
was y'all?
you gotta understand,
So what was y'all?
huh?
What was y'all? So what was y'all excuse for coming in last in y'all division though?
Okay, so what came in? Our excuse is majority of our season, Spencer Rattler was the quarterback,
Oh, okay.
which
Bad
was a
decision
good
making.
thing. Like
Okay,
I said, bad decision making. But this is my thing though, and maybe I'm wrong for saying this.
you are.
And it goes back to what I keep saying that age matters. Your defense by your eyes. See, we got to stop being biased. You think
No,
that
it's
the
no bias.
Steelers pass rush, that their defense is unstoppable. And what I'm trying to tell you is that yes, y'all are. Y'all not as good as you think y'all. I mean, y'all may think you great, but you're not as good. They got defenses out there that's better than y'all. Kind of like Atlanta. You don't think
I
Atlanta
mean,
defense better than y'all defense?
huh?
You don't think Atlanta defense is better than your defense? And I hate Atlanta.
Of course you do.
Yeah,
But
I do. I hate them with a passion.
let me see. I
Y'all
had
couldn't score a touchdown on Atlanta. We
I had
scored,
the
I think,
Ravens
two
for it
touchdowns
though.
on Atlanta. Two or three, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. All I'm trying to say is you sweeping the South, I don't see that happening. Nah.
I mean,
Because
it's easy.
the same thing you're relying on, your defense, is the things that these guys are top tier in. They're top 10 in the NFL in it.
Mm, I hear
Like
you,
I
man.
hate Atlanta, but I can't stop them. I can't sit here and say Atlanta defense not good. We was top 9 in the NFL. Let's go to the Falcons. The Falcons defense, oh, Lord Jesus. This the division you say we gonna sweep ranked. Falcons defense was ranked 15th. That means their defense was ranked above y'all too, right? Huh? I'm asking. I could be wrong.
Hold up.
Let's see what Pittsburgh defense was like. Steelers defense ranked. Y'all was 26. So Atlanta, the Saints is over y'all. Let me go to Carolina. Carolina, man, this defense. Oh Lord, this about to get bad. I can see it. They was ranked. This follows the cat. They were finished 16th in total defense. Uh-oh. Let's go to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense rank. It's about to get ugly, bro.
Nah.
They was ranked 19th in total defense. So let me get this right. Every team that you say, the NFC Sour, that's what you call them, the NFC Sour.
NFC Sour, yeah.
The thing that you brag on the most, which is your defense in Pittsburgh, every defense in that division was ranked higher than yours.
But we had a
Wow.
but we had a better record.
In a weak division.
But we had a better record in the winning
Like
division.
this. So let me ask you this: if
But
their defense,
how you gonna say it's a weaker division? How you say it's a weaker division?
okay, this one I'm gonna ask you. If every defense in this division was ranked over you, and you won the division, right? If every defense was ranked above yours, does that mean that your division had to be lower than theirs?
But three of your teams had the same record, the same
You're
losing
right.
record.
You're
Three.
right. And I'm gonna name the quarter. I'm gonna name the quarterbacks in that division. Spencer Rattler played majority of the year, and then Tyler Shutt. Bryce Young,
But that
Penix.
falls on your coach, though. That falls on your coach's
You're right.
discernment.
You're right. That
Okay.
do fall on them.
Oh,
But
okay.
this is what I'm asking.
You can't
This is
use
what I'm
that as a
asking.
cop out then.
You're right. I'm not using it as a cop out. I'm just showing you something. I was just showing the quarterback. Now, all those quarterbacks, and in your division, you had Lamar Jackson gone. You had Joe Burrow gone. The only real healthy quarterback was yours because even with Cleveland, they had Shador and Dylan Gabriel. Like your division was almost like mine. Well, every quarterback was all fucked. I mean, I don't mean to curse on you thing, but all messed up. The only one quarterback that was really known was Aaron Rodgers.
The
Lamar
43-year-old
Jackson
man.
got hurt.
The 43-year-old man you talking about. The AARP man you calling.
Yeah, I'm
Come
saying
on.
that.
Come
But
on.
I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use your analogy again, though, because you like to say this to the NFC South. You always say y'all ain't gonna be because you don't. I don't never hear you brag on your offense as much as I hear you brag on that has been still curtain that you said defense.
No,
You feel me?
that's not no has been still curtain. It's always will be still curtain.
So ask it. If their defense is better than yours, what make you think that your defense is going to be able to just rip through them? Like they're not going to be prepared for your defense.
Like, dude, like
Ooh, I got to go.
what is your secondary looking like?
My secondary, well, I got Kool-Aid McKinstry. I got Quincy Riley. By the way, Quincy Riley was a rookie last year too. By the way, Kool-Aid McKinstry, that was his first whole year starting. Jonas Sanka. I got Julian Blackman. That's safeties, and my linebacker crew. I got Caden Ellis. I got Danny Stutzman. I mean, it's just a balanced defense. We don't have top names. See, I think people get caught up in the names and don't
Mm,
get caught up in the defense.
mm,
Like you could have a bunch of names, but that don't mean your defense overall is better than the team with no name.
right, right.
We get caught up on the name. Like when you hear somebody, if I was to say, and I'm not trying to compare these two guys because these two guys are completely different by a long slide. But if I was to say Jalen Ramsey and Kool-Aid McKinstry, of course people know Jalen Ramsey's name, right? So if I was to say you could have Jalen Ramsey or Kool-Aid McKinstry, you would tell me, man, I want Jalen Ramsey
Mm.
because you're going off his name. But if you go
But I'm
on,
gonna look at, the personnel first, though.
yeah, but you should. But a lot of people don't. They just jump. I'm not saying you individual. You feel me? A lot of people just jump on board because they hear names, and that shit is unbelievable. Other than
Mm.
nonsense, if you ask me,
No, it is
because it's
nonsense.
just like, yeah, it's just like Seattle. How many people on Seattle defense that you knew their name?
Right.
You didn't know. I mean, think about this. Besides that cornerback, what's that boy there? He fast. Is it Griffin? No, it ain't Griffin. One of them, I think it's Griffin. But besides that cornerback, he real fast. Besides him, who did you know on Seattle defense last year before they went to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I wouldn't even. I would be honest
Hey,
with you. I was following the Rams more than I was following the Rams defense.
my
I
point
mean,
exactly.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was. Yeah,
D.
I was.
Lawrence. They had D. Lawrence too on the defensive line from
Yeah,
Cowboys. D.
from
Lawrence.
Dallas. Correct.
Yeah. But besides them, who did you know? We get caught
Right.
up in names, but we don't look at the overall. See, a lot of people, and this is another thing I don't like, and maybe I could do it if I want to, but I don't have to sometimes. A lot of people want to go individual because they feel that benefits them. And we look at certain stats and try to pull out what makes them look better. Kind of
Mm.
like what Red tried to do me yesterday. And I ain't trying to, that's my boy. You know, I love Red. Red will go on PFF and look up Drake London. You feel me? And on PFF, they got Drake London, I think, ranked at number 7 on PFF. Okay. And that's cool. And I'm all for it. But when I go on NFL or ESPN, and overall as a receiver, Drake London not even top 10. You feel me? But what you do is you go to the stat that makes him be a number one. The stats that make him be a number one is yards per catch. But everything else, receptions, touchdowns, yards, he's not top 10 in none of them. You feel me? But you're going to use that. And see, that's what I get. Debating is a beautiful thing because it'll make you learn as you're talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't sit here and just pick that one thing. Like, if I was to say, well, my defense is overall total, and then you come back and be like, but we had the most sacks. You see where I'm coming from? It's always debatable.
I mean, but numbers are deceptive to a degree because I'm like, you can say who's available and who's not available, but what results are you getting?
Now, so what you want to use wins? That's what you want to use?
I mean, it is production based.
Okay, so if you use wins is just like, okay, so let me ask you this. Dan Marino, do you feel he's a better quarterback than let me see. Let me see if I can use somebody. Do you feel I'm gonna use this one. Do you feel Sam Darnold a better quarterback than Dan Marino?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. But you know why? You say that because you saw what your eyes showed you. Dan Marino was the better quarterback. But if you want to be technical, since you want to go by wins, Sam Darnold has a Super Bowl. So if we go by wins, that becomes subjective too, because he got a Super Bowl. He could say, well, I'm better than Dan because I won a Super Bowl. Dan never did. If we're going to
Right.
go by wins, it becomes
Yeah.
subjective. You can't
Yeah,
base it on that because wins is a
well,
team thing, not a
right.
player.
But I'm saying, Seattle won that because of the team, not because of Sam Darnold.
But see, that's my thing. So I can't base what I'm trying to say is a team. I can't base it off like the wins because Dan Marino as a player is better than their whole team probably. But yet his team wasn't better. So you can't base the team off of wins because that don't mean that everybody on the team was shitty. You feel me? That's all I'm saying.
Right.
So that becomes subjective too. I can't base the team off of winning when basically everybody on that team wasn't losing. Vice versa. I can't base the player off winning when everybody on that team wasn't winning. Drew Brees had 5,000-yard season. The Saints wasn't winning. Does that make him a bad quarterback? No. Does it make the Saints a bad team?
Yeah, your front office is just bad.
So watch. Look. Now somebody say, yeah, that make the Saints a bad team. No, it can't make the Saints a bad team because without that same team that you're telling me, he wouldn't have got 5,000 yards. You feel me?
Come on now.
It goes both ways, bro. Like, that's the kind of shit that I can go back and forth, but some people don't want to do it. Like me, I don't like PFF. And the reason I don't like PFF because PFF is an opinion based. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now, if you want to talk numbers to me, we could go to the NFL.com. The NFL.com not going to lie on your numbers. ESPN not going to lie on your numbers.
Hey, pardon me one second. I need to address this comment. I'm only here to cause chaos, and I'm not a Steelers fan. Well, everybody's a Steelers fan at heart. But to your comment, Juice Drops.
We do not care.
Appreciate you being here, though.
Always a privilege to hear somebody say we're not a Steelers fan.
Nah, she good people. She good people.
But that's all I'm saying, bro. Like,
but no, you're completely right though. You're completely right on that point, because a lot of people say, the team won the Super Bowl title, but Sam Darnold gets no credit. Or even when in 2014, when a lot of people tried to diminish Russell Wilson's part in that Super Bowl run by him having Javon Curse and Doug Baldwin, of which they had a dangerous tandem with those two. I mean, that was a very dangerous tandem he had with them, and and also alongside Marshawn Lynch, of course. But a lot of people was giving more credit to the Legion of Boom, and he gave it yeah, a lot of that goes and a lot of that's been said by a lot of players, because even with Shannon Sharp, he was like, when I was at Denver, they said, "Oh, because you had John Elway." And then he goes to Baltimore and win one. He said, "Oh, because you had Ray Lewis in the tremendous defense." Then he was like, "Do a damn."
He was just, the thing with him is he was set into two good opportunities. See, Shannon, he talked a lot of stuff, but I don't think he hear the other nonsense that comes out of his mouth. You feel me? That's just like Deion Sanders, and I don't want to go here with people, but people have said Deion Sanders is the greatest cornerback that ever played the game, right? Me,
you don't
I disagree.
You don't concur?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Well, tell us who the best cornerback.
Listen. I could never say who the best cornerback because for different times and different eras. Like if I was to go back in time, I could say, no, listen.
That's a cover.
Listen, that's not a cover up. Listen. Listen, I'm about to tell you if you listen to me. Hear me out.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs?
Come on, man.
I'm gonna wait till you finish. Listen, you ever heard of Willie Brown before? That played for the Raiders?
Willie Brown for
he played for the Raiders, like in the 60s or 70s.
Nah.
You ever heard of him before? Okay, they call him the Great Willie Brown. You got Night Train Lane from Detroit. I'm gonna hit your turf, Mel Blount. You feel me? There's so many. Darnell Green. Like, This is my thing with Dion, and I don't care what nobody say. Y'all may not like me for this. When Dion was in Atlanta, I'm not going to say he was never talented. He was a great at his position. But we come here and we come to realize that Dion, after he left Atlanta, the two situations that y'all want to say he became great in, those teams was already established. The 49ers was already established before Dion. The Cowboys was already established before Dion.
But
When he got to Baltimore,
but did he not do his job?
He did his job. But listen,
regardless.
Hold on.
Hold on. We can't base that off of a team being established, but okay, we can't base that off of a team being established or unestablished, because even with Revis, so when he went to New England, won a Super Bowl with New England, they were established. But does that take away from his cover grade and his coverage as a corner? Absolutely not. He came in and he did his job. I'm gonna wait till he finished. Did he not? You gonna wait? He did his job. Let me ask you this. Before Deion Sanders got to the 49ers, were they not already in the NFC championships? Yes or no? They were, but I'm saying they were.
Let me finish. Honda. Let me ask you this. Before Deion Sanders went to the Cowboys, were they not in the NFC championship losing to the 49ers?
Okay, if they were or if they weren't. Deion was the star.
I'm asking a simple question. It's a yes or no question.
I gotta do the research. I don't want to misspeak. All right.
Well, the reason I'm asking these questions is because I know the answer to it. But what I'm trying to tell you is this: I'm not taking away from the man play, but for his time,
you thought he wasn't the best.
Listen, I never said he was the best. I said I'm waiting till you finish. I said he was good for his time. But the teams he played for, it was already established. Yes, he did his job. He was good for his time. But to say that this man is the greatest corner.
So he has to go to a subpar team and uplift them.
See how you put words in my mouth?
And be a shutdown corner. That's what you say.
So let me ask you this. Watch this.
Come on, man. Come on now.
I'm gonna ask you this. When Deion left the Cowboys, where did he go?
Huh?
When Deion Sanders left the Cowboys, where did he go?
Did he go play baseball or go to the Ravens?
No, he went to the Redskins first.
Redskins,
forget about that.
Yeah.
He went to the Redskins and was getting his ass cooked.
But I'm saying.
Let me finish, Jihan. I know you like him.
I'm saying I give credit. I'm about giving the credit. You know what I mean?
He faked to retire and then went to Baltimore and got his ass cooked up there again. But now a lot of people gonna say, "Well, he was old." Well, if he was old, he should have retired. I don't want to hear that excuse. Now, back to the subject. He was good for his time. Everybody has a time. That don't make you the greatest cornerback ever. You was good for your time. That's like me saying this. Hear me out. That's like me saying Rodney Lott is the greatest safety ever. When you had Troy Polamalu come after him, when you had Ed Reed come after him, if you want to go by numbers, to be honest with you, and see, some people don't want to hear this. Deion played man to man. Your boy plays zone. But his numbers, if you take away the names, are better than Deion. Asante Samuel. Go look it up. But y'all would never say it because y'all man crush is Deion Sanders. And then you're going to make excuses and say, oh. Then y'all gonna make excuses and say, "Oh, well, he played man to man." Come on.
Yeah, I get it. No, I definitely get your point, man. Especially, I definitely pick up what you're putting down, bro. And but now only to that, I would just say, among the masses, he's heralded as one of the best to ever do it alongside of Jerry Rice. I mean, and that's another one. Would you say Jerry Rice is the best wide receiver or the best wide receiver of his time?
I'm going to tell you, Jerry Rice and Emmitt Smith. You know why people, and matter of fact, they're going to probably put Frank Gore up here. The only reason people see Jerry Rice, Emmitt Smith, because nobody will never play that long to beat their damn records. You feel me? This is going to go with Frank Gore, too. Frank Gore, he played so long, nobody could say Frank Gore was the top running back in his era. But he played so long that he's going to make the Hall of Fame. It's just like Emmitt Smith. When Emmitt Smith was in the peak, he was never considered the number one running back because even in his top tier, you had Barry Sanders. You had Jerome. You still had other running backs that was better than Emmitt. You feel where I'm coming from? Jerry Rice. Now, at his time, when Jerry first came out, people could see, well, Jerry, it was a long time competition between Jerry and Michael Irvin. But Jerry outplayed Michael Irvin. So he got records that Mike never got. See, nobody wants to. Nah, I give it to him. For him to last that long, hats off. You feel me? But see, Jerry also got the Super Bowls too. So people are going to say he the greatest that ever did it. But if Jerry would have retired after he won the Super Bowl, it's a lot of people that probably would have passed him up. Jerry kept playing. People talk about Jerry with the 49ers, but they forget he played with the Raiders. He also played with Seattle. That's what I mean. See, Dion did say something that I did like. He said, you got people in the Hall of Fame. Well, I need to change my jacket. You right. A couple of people need to change their jacket, the color of it. Because if you're going to say that, come on, bro. Like Mel Blount, I'm going to tell you, bro. Mel Blount. People talk about Dion being a lockdown. Like I said, the game was different. Mel Blount was a lockdown in his era. Ain't no such thing. Mel Blount would clothesline your ass from the line. You feel me? Ain't no such thing. But the rules was different. The things that Dion did back in that era, if he did it now, you know what they'll call it? Pass interference.
Facts, bro. Facts.
So if we're gonna keep it real, Jihan, like I don't just jump on the bandwagon because everybody else wanna jump on it. Nah, we got to keep it real all the way. Different times, different eras. So yes, was he the greatest for his time? Yes, but to tell him he the greatest cornerback that ever lived, you'd have lost your damn mind, bro. Because everybody had. Go look at Night Train Lane. He was the greatest of his time.
Nah, I definitely get it.
If we're gonna keep it real,
yeah, absolutely.
There's not nobody in this world that could see. Think about this, and I'm gonna go even old school. We talk about the Dan Marinos. We talk about the Brett Favres, the Peyton Mannings, the Drew Brees, the Tom Brady's, the Joe Montanas. But nobody talks about the greatest thrower of the ball of all time, Johnny Unitas.
Johnny Unitas. Pittsburgh royalty.
He's the face of it. Come on, bruh. So that's what pisses me off. Like, we got to stop putting this GOAT. Like, it's just like, that's why I don't like basketball no more. Because you got people, especially this younger generation, they'll tell you LeBron James is the GOAT. But from my generation, it's between Kobe and Jordan. Now, my daddy generation, you know what he gonna say? Dr. J. You feel me? But I blame sports analysts because they hype these guys up to be something, and that's cool.
For sure.
But don't pull on everybody else.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. And that's what they do, man. For monetary purposes, man. That's pretty much it. But GR3, man, I appreciate you coming up, bro. I appreciate you coming up, giving me your spiel, man. And then especially on the It was more people that was supposed to come up, man, because I had them Charlotte folks, man. You know, I had the Panther folks, man. They was torn, and yeah, they was supposed to come up, but I guess they come up another day. But not.
Well, you know me. If I say I'm gonna try to make it, I'm gonna be here, man.
Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna make it if I could be here.
To you,
Yeah,
bro. For sure, bro.
but yeah, it was good. And still a nation. I see y'all out there. Don't be mad at me. I'm gonna sing through that.
Yes, sir. Brother, I appreciate you coming up, brother. Man, salute to you, bro. We're gonna get back up one day, man. Appreciate you, big dog.
It's good, man. All love, man. I'll let you.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. I appreciate all the support, man. I appreciate all y'all rocking with me, man. Salute to y'all. Even if you're not Steelers fans, you know, if you the fans of the NFC South, if you fans of hey, if you fans in the NFC, in the AFC North, right? Come up, give your claim, give your spiel and whatnot. And, you know, let's chat about it. Let's talk about it. But definitely, man, appreciate all the support, man. Appreciate everybody come through. I see Corey Joe came through. What's good with you? Juice came through. What's good with you, Juice? Happy Friday to all y'all, man. Appreciate all y'all pulling up. Rachel, Pinball, Lauren. Salute to all y'all, man. Broski, appreciate you, man. Salute to you. Appreciate all y'all coming through, and also GR3 for coming up, man. I appreciate all y'all. Derek Gaines, Tyrone Keaton. Salute to all y'all for coming up, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. Salute to y'all, man. Y'all do me a favor, man. Hit that like button on the way out, man. Definitely hype the video for me, man. Help it get back into the algorithm and such. Man, I appreciate all y'all, man. I appreciate all y'all for rocking with me, man. Rocking with the content, man. I got to get back active. Salute to y'all, man. Hopefully y'all guys have a good weekend. I appreciate all y'all rocking with me, man. Y'all do me a favor, man. Hit that community tab, like, share, subscribe, join the channel, man. Sub to the channel if you have not already. Man, I salute to y'all. I appreciate all y'all, man. Hit that like button on the way out. Hit that community tab, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good weekend. Peace to y'all.
Hey, Dion, was just wondering if you could...
hold on. Let's back up a little bit. You don't call Nick Saban Nick. Don't call me Dion now, okay?
I call Nick Saban Nick.
You don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. That's a lie. If you call Nick Nick, you know you get cussed out on the spot. So don't do that to me. Treat me like Nick.
Okay, Dion.
Right.
Just...
an interview, I'm going to conduct it. So I'll answer my own questions, ask myself the questions, then give y'all the answers. So from here on...
Thumbs up or thumbs down for Sunday?
We'll see.
You throwing any footballs today?
I'm not talking about that.
Thumbs up or thumbs down for Sunday?
We'll see.
You throwing any footballs today?
What kind of shit is that?
Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you are entitled to.
I don't understand, because you know why? Because you not from that cloth.
Well, that's cool. I don't get
you not. That's why you don't understand that. Dangerous. You don't know nothing about that, man.
No.
You sit up here and your job is to play games. But play with something safe, man. Don't play with me.